If you were to bite off a kneecap, how would it look?
Woodward Sports, let's go.
And good morning to you. Happy Monday. Absolutely beautiful outside today. Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. My name is Stick. Waking up with you this morning. To my right, we have Jeff.
What's going on?
Hey, Jeff. How you doing, Jeff?
I feel, you know what? I love Corey so much. I feel just so bad. But, you know, this chair's comfy. So, you know what, Corey?
Don't feel bad for Corey at all.
Yeah, Corey's
living the dream.
He's
Corey's
doing great
live
things.
at practice right now. He's having a good time, believe me. He's
Watching
talking to
football.
Dan Campbell. He's talking to everybody that's
Playing
there.
rock, paper, scissors with Jamal Williams in them. Just doing everything.
So, yeah, obviously, Corey down at training camp today. It is the first official day for all fans to be there, and we're going to talk about that coming up. To my left this morning
Is Joey, what's poppin'?
What's up, Joey? And then, of course, we have Alex in producer land. We have Fish making sure we sound good in the sound booth. And Miss Paige is here from Central Michigan University to regale us with a story coming up during Joey's news. And we're going to get you involved in some more conversations today as well, Paige. So hopefully everybody had a good weekend. Joey, I know you had another wedding you had to go to.
Another one, like
Another
DJ
one.
Khaled. That's all I got to say.
This is the last one before your wedding,
This is the last one finally, so these weekends I'll finally be able to at least chill a little bit.
Nice. All right, guys, let's get into it. I mean, the Lions are live at training camp right now. Today is the first day that it's open to all fans. Last Friday, it was open to season ticket holders. This Monday, all fans are welcome, and it already appears that there's a big crowd down there to root on the Lions. And all the things that I've been seeing come out of training camp, we haven't seen a ton of X's and O's stuff yet, obviously. They don't even have pads on. But the camaraderie that this team is building is pretty crazy and pretty fun to watch from an outside perspective.
That's really what the biggest takeaway, because, I mean, listen, don't look at anything that you see right now and say, oh, damn, we're going to be amazing this year, because we're not seeing what they look like with the pads on. But just the excitement that everybody is feeling, outsiders talking about what they see in Detroit that have played in the past for Patricia. I mean, there's just one thing after another that I keep hearing, and I'm just impressed by this team and what they've been able to develop in this offseason.
No, you hit it right on the head. Don't overreact. I mean, we saw the Quintez Cephas catch.
Yes.
Ridiculous catch. But you know what? It's more so just about seeing how the camaraderie of the team is. You see Dan Campbell lead this team in practice. They were playing some gangsta music the other day while he was walking through, and it was sweet. I mean, you saw the guys. They couldn't necessarily go up to the fans and give them, like, sign stuff, but they sign footballs, they threw them into the crowd, so there's still that interaction. So I'm excited, man. Open up back to all the fans.
Yeah, and you can tell they're building like a family atmosphere there because David Blau, our backup quarterback, his wife is currently competing in the Olympics. Her name is Melissa Rodriguez, and this is so cool. They put the whole team together to send her some love, and then they got together and watched the race. But here they are rooting for her and showing her some love right now.
Melissa, we want to wish you the best of luck tonight. Go give them hell. Go get this. We'll take care of your husband for you. All right? Good luck.
Good luck, Melissa. Good luck, Melissa. Good luck, gang. Good luck. Good luck tonight. Good luck tonight, Melissa. Wishing you the best, man. Go kill it. Go kill it. Even though you went to Purdue, Penn State guy, but still wishing you luck.
Melissa, David never talks about you. We have no idea what's going on. Good luck tonight. Do your thing. We'll all be watching.
Go ahead. That's pretty cool. Go ahead. That's pretty cool.
Love you, honey.
You love to see that, though. And you see that Goff is already, like, joking around with his teammates. Like, I was watching this mic'd up segment with him, and, you know, like, he's like, I'm mic'd up. And he's just talking to a random guy. He's like, so did you get that rash fixed? You know, you can tell this guy's got, like, a sense of humor. He's funny.
Yeah.
He's cultivating the team together, which, obviously, once again, we haven't seen X's and O's, haven't really seen them.
They're winning a Super Bowl.
Right. But, no, just for them to have this unity is good to see, because anytime you have that, I've never been on a winning team that doesn't like each other.
I mean, you gotta first off like each other and be a part of the whole organization to be able to win. But I mean, what I love is that you see him joking around saying, David never talks about you.
Right.
I wonder why.
Well, they were talking about her a lot because this is probably one of the most wholesome videos you're ever going to see. The entire football team pretty much gathered in a screening room to watch David Blau's wife, Melissa, run and compete for her medal. And this is what that room looked like.
Go get her! Let's go get her!
Will come through in lane 7, third from left as we see them now. Already well up on stage, wants an outsider.
I like it.
Very strong indeed.
I like it. Come on.
Running on those yellow socks from Pedrosa, the Italian.
Come on, Mel.
But it's come through at the front lead at the moment. Nice and steady at the moment.
Come
Down
on.
the backstretch.
We gotta go.
And Emma Cockrell here,
We gotta
she
go.
is the clear favorite to just get through this
gotta
first
go.
round. Right now they want to get through those first three
We gotta go.
cleanly. They want to make sure they're able to establish their rhythm.
We gotta go, Mel. We gotta go, Mel.
Good running from Katuk.
We gotta go, Mel. We gotta go, Mel.
You love to see that, man.
It's that jump. That jump got me. Where he was just like that jump.
He tripped a little bit at the end. He was so excited.
But
Man,
that's awesome.
Yeah, no, real quick. Sorry, I just want to say, like you said earlier, the team camaraderie thing, like that's how you build team chemistry right there. Like supporting a backup quarterback, possibly a third string. Even we have Tim Boyle quarterback, his wife in the Olympics. That's great. And then they made the video for everybody saying good luck. I mean, that's the stuff I like to see, especially coming from a team that's so new and everyone's just starting to gel together. Like, makes me kind of smile, honestly. It's a great thing.
Yeah, it goes outside the X's and O's, and it goes outside the numbers. Like, this is about life. This is about supporting the people that are around you and, you know, making sure that people understand, hey, this is a family atmosphere. Like, you got my back, I got your back. Not only do I have your back, I got your wife's back, too.
Right.
And that's what you need on a team. And I'm just happy to see that this is the type of culture that's being embraced. You know, fun is back. And obviously, once again, I'm not going to get ahead of myself. The fun comes when we win games on the damn field.
Right.
But at the same time, you don't get there without little steps like this.
That's exactly it. You know, seeing that, I mean, was one step towards just that adding to that excitement for this season. And I cannot explain it. You know, it's just, I'm excited for this season. You see everybody, the way that they're all excited, and Dan Campbell definitely getting us excited every single day.
Yeah, every day. And then you saw on Friday the team walk over to the fans and just get a huge round of applause. And, you know, the team's got to feel this too, because Corey was here last year, obviously. And, you know, he went to games at Ford Field where there was nobody there. They practiced with nobody in the stands. So the players got to be feeding off this energy as well. And here's what it looked like at the end of practice on Friday. And I mean, that's nothing earth-shattering, right? But it's cool because the fans, the players, it's after practice, you're getting riled up. Like, it's just a continuation of what these guys are building and doing right now in Detroit.
You want to know what's earth-shattering about that video? I want you to play it back and look at the guys running off the Gatorade at the bottom part of this video. I don't know why they are running, but something serious here. Look at the bottom.
Yeah.
They're jetting. Is that Gatorade?
Yeah, it was a big jug of Gatorade. That's
I
awesome.
want to be at practice so bad.
I know. I'm so jealous of Corey.
Like, seriously, obviously Corey is the only one qualified out of all of us. That's why he's the one that's out there. But I would love to be out there just to feel that energy. I mean, you see it right there, and we're going to see, obviously, a lot of videos now with the fans all being invited. It's an atmosphere and an environment that you want to be in.
And I say this a lot. Like, you can do these things and you can get excited about the season, but like Stick says, once the season starts, it's about wins and losses. But the thing is keeping this energy through the wins and losses.
There you go.
It's not about focusing on every single win. If you lose, there might be some losses throughout the season, but I want that same energy they're displaying right now in training camp.
That's what we're getting out of Dan Campbell. And, he was speaking to the media. Obviously, that's what he does every day during training camp. And one of the things, his big message is, and this was part of his introductory speech too, if I can deliver a winner here, it's going to be special. Like, it's going to be unworldly special. And here's what Dan Campbell had to say about what would happen if you delivered a winner to this city and how special it would be.
In this country to where, man, if you can get a winner, it's special, real special. I thought New Orleans was one of them when we were down there. But there really is. There's not a lot of them, but this is one of those places. You win here, and it's special now.
See, he gets it. He knows. He knows how starved we've been. He knows how long of a road it's been to get to this point. And I think he understands, man. He very well could have a statue one day downtown. I'm not joking.
True.
If he gets us to 2 playoff wins, I'm not saying games, I'm saying wins. He's got to get us 2 playoff wins. I think
statue of him and a lion, right
him
downtown.
And Rory. Like that's it.
Most winningest coach already if he gets all that. That's the sad part.
And real quick, give him time, ladies and gentlemen. You can't expect season 1 this man's going to take us anywhere. Like, he has a 6-year contract. It's going to take time for anything. And we know Matt Patricia, there's coaches where it doesn't work out and things go off the rails. But there's certain coaches where, it might not work out necessarily at the start, but there's hope. And I think Dan's a perfect example. Like, things might not go well at the beginning or towards the end of the season, but it's the hope he brings, and it's that energy. He's going to bring the same energy next season, and the players are only going to get better. So not necessarily counting on year 1, but, man, he is so excited. You can see him shaking when he was talking, man. He just can't wait to just bring us a winner.
He wants to pad up. You can tell. You can tell. He wants to put those pads on. He wants to get out there, and he wants to hit somebody.
There was a video of him running around the field. Did you see that one where people were commenting like, this dude needs to put on some pads? He was just running around the field looking like a beast.
He is a house of a man.
Yeah.
So.
When he stands next to Penei Sewell, I'm like, Jesus, man. They're like almost eye to eye.
That's one guy I'm really looking forward to watching at training camp coming up this week. And I know Corey's going to keep a close eye on him as Penei Sewell because obviously #1 pick for us, #7 overall. But he's going to be a major factor in how much success is going to happen with the Lions this year. Because if that offensive line becomes our strength, there's no telling what's going to happen with us running the ball and us passing the ball. That offensive line, though, it has to be our strength. It has to be.
No, it starts there 100%. Like, if Penei Sewell, he sets the tone game 1, the running game's going to get going, and we know how Jared Goff plays when he has a running game. I mean, the guy has success, and especially with Anthony Lynn, they're going to they're going to want to run the ball. Like, obviously, we have Frank Ragnow, we got Penei Sewell, we got this stacked top 10 at least offensive line, and we have plentiful backfield. Jamar Jefferson, Jamal Williams. Now we have DeAndre Swift, year 2. He's going to pop off. So, like you said, the offensive line dictates it. And our receiving core isn't spectacular. So they're going to need time to get open. And, again, goes back to the offensive line. So they're going to be key this year, for sure.
I usually never draft a Lions player, but I took Big Cock Hawk this year. Good for you, Ryan. And I hope that's your team name, too. That better be your fantasy football team name right there. Dan Campbell brings home the Super Bowl. I will go to the parade outside in the public. Yeah, and that's a big step for Joey 2 times. So,
he's leaving his house.
Yeah, he's coming out of the basement. Good job, Joey. Jamal Williams, he had a fun moment on Friday with our very own Corey Woods and Eric Woodyard. He made them play paper, rock, scissors because they both started asking a question at the same time.
Hold up. You do not call it that.
What?
Is that really what you call it?
What do you call it?
Rock, paper, scissors.
You say paper, rock, scissors?
Paper, rock, scissors.
What do you say?
I say rock, paper, scissors.
What do you say, Alex?
If you're playing, do you go paper, rock, scissors? Is that what you?
It doesn't matter.
Okay,
It doesn't really matter.
All right,
the
let's
order.
play a game for real. How do we do it? I want you to say
it doesn't really matter,
rock,
eh?
No, you're lying.
Oh, it doesn't
You're
really
lying.
matter.
What?
Huh.
It's just like when we had the up, down, down, up conversation. Does it really
Doesn't
matter?
really
Some
matter,
people call it
huh?
Rochambeau.
No, that you just
Say
broke
that to
every-
the Olympians.
Fish,
Doesn't
save
really
that
matter.
conversation for later. We're going to get into that.
Doesn't really matter.
Wow, I did not know that you do that.
Drop it. See,
That's amazing.
Comment in the comment section what you call it. I
Don't
wanna
even
see it.
waste your time typing that out. We know what you're gonna do.
Right, it's paper, rock, scissors.
No,
we
it
all know
ain't.
that. We all know that.
Dude, I guarantee you, there's not a single person besides your sister that would comment that right now. Apparently, you grew up on paper, rock, scissors.
Paper, rock, scissors. Paper, rock, scissors. But anyways, Jamal Williams had Corey and Eric Woodward play it to ask a question. Here is rock, paper, scissors, or scissors, paper, rock. However you. Who cares? Who cares? There's no good order.
Oh, snap. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Rock, paper, scissors. Come on, keep going. 2 out of 3. All right, he won the first one. Come on, one more. 2 out of 3. Keep going. Oh, come on. All right, come on. All right, go ahead.
So obviously, Corey won the rock, paper, scissors
Let's
contest.
go, Corey.
I'm clapping for Stick first off for saying it correctly.
Yeah, I got it
but
right.
now, Corey, let's go.
let's
National
go.
news right there.
How do you do it on 1, 2, shoot?
Yeah. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot.
So 1, 2, 3, shoot.
Yeah.
Okay.
1, 2.
All right. See, everybody's got different rules
Yeah.
for that.
I
too.
love how we made him play 2 out of 3. Everyone knows if you're going rock, paper, scissors, you got to go 2 out of 3. This ain't no upset or nothing. And Corey
Right.
got the best of
Right.
3. Let's go, baby.
Stick showing his age.
Oh, is that an old school thing?
I guess so.
Just 'cause you
Back
said
in
it
my
wrong.
day, we said paper first. We didn't have rocks. Oh, well, there you go.
Could Jamal Williams be just the greatest athlete of all time? For his
Most
presence?
entertaining.
For his presence. It
Yeah.
has to be.
Yeah, and that type of levity is you need that in your locker room. Once again, it points to just how much fun these people are having.
And he knows he's willing to admit, like, me and DeAndre Swift, we're going to be a nasty duo.
Fuck you 2 times.
He literally said, compare us to Alvin Kamara and Mark Ingram. He sees them as that similar backfield. Like, and I love that. They're going in together, and he's already talking. Hey, we're both going to dominate. This isn't a one-man show, and I love him. Like the comment last week made me laugh so hard when he's like, I don't watch things, man. All I watch is anime all day. Like,
Right.
what do you expect me to know? Like, people are asking him these questions. He's like, hey, I just watch anime. That's all my life consists of.
Or when they were asking about fashion, he's like, I shop at Ross. I don't know. I don't know.
Like, love that energy.
I respect that because Ross is like TJ Maxx for all of us here in the local area. I mean, that's it,
Yep.
Even though you're making millions, you're still just a regular
Humble.
guy.
Well, it's going to be fun to watch these guys this week. I'm assuming pads get put on either today or at some point throughout the week, and then we can start really getting a good look at these players. And Corey's going to be giving us more updates throughout the day today. So make sure you're watching Woodward Sports Network all day long if you want to hear what's going on inside Lions training camp. And we got to give a shout out to our people at Coast Portland because they have great knives. Yeah,
That's what I always think of.
I don't have my knife on me
I
this
always
morning,
think
man.
of
I feel
Jamal
naked.
Williams when Stick asked him, how would it look when you bite a kneecap, pulling out a Coast knife and doing it.
Yeah, you go, stah, stah, stah. It's actually in our intro. I love that guy. So Jamal Williams is the man. Coast Portland is awesome. And make sure you go there right now. CoastPortland.com. Enter promo code WSN20 if you want 20% off your order. Your entire order, too. It's not just off one item. You can load up and then get 20% off. The more you buy, the more you save. It's WSN20. Go to CoastPortland.com. They got a lifetime warranty on all their stuff.
I'm looking to bring on another HVAC tech right now.
We are recruiting 5 to 10 techs a month.
We're looking to grow and expand. Every new tech we hire is from Northwestern Tech.
The hands-on training is fantastic.
They're always my first call.
We love hiring Northwestern Tech grads.
They come out trained and ready to work.
Our program is only 10 and a half months, and our next classes are starting soon. So why wait?
I'm looking to hire
Hire a graduate of
Northwestern Tech. Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Northwestern Tech.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for waking up with us, watching on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and Twitch, and, of course, listening on our app, which is free for you to download right now. So we got a new player last week. Obviously, we had our big draft party going on, and Cade Cunningham, #1 overall pick to your Detroit Pistons. And the big question was, what jersey number is Cade going to wear? And I think we found out this week, too. If you want to show that video of them pressing Cade's jersey, there it is right there, #2.
What I love is who leaked this video. And it wasn't like the big Detroit Pistons page. It was actually the Detroit Pistons equipment manager who leaked the video, which is amazing because that's what he does. But seeing that initially, I was like, whoa, hold up. No, they made a mistake.
Right.
But It's true. He's rocking number 2.
Yeah, I was shocked too because obviously the Pistons retired number 2 for Chuck Daly. And Chuck Daly wasn't a player. He was a coach, but he won 2 championships with the Pistons. So they decided to throw him in the rafters with number 2. Now, at first I was like, what are we doing? We're taking numbers out of the rafters? Like, that does not happen often, or nor should it. There's a reason you retire those numbers. But then Chuck Daly's daughter came out and gave permission, and here's Cade responding to her giving permission.
I just wanted to say, a special thank you to Sydney Daly, for giving the organization her blessing to allow me to wear, my traditional number at number 2. That means so much to me, and I know how much these numbers mean up there. I know that, the people that came before me really built something special in Detroit, and, those legacies live on forever. So, I want to wear that number 2 with respect to Mr. Chuck Daly, a legend forever, and, I don't want that name to ever die, and I want to, rebuild what he's got going on, what he had going on in Detroit. And, bring that same energy that the Bad Boys, Pistons, and the teams that he led, bring that same energy back to the Pistons today. So, special thank you to Miss Sydney Daly.
Man, I love Cade and the way he just represents himself and the way he carries himself.
Yeah.
Like, it's unbelievable. It's unlike anybody I've ever seen come into the league.
As a 19-year-old.
Yeah.
Right?
I was just going to say the respect he showed, like, Chuck Daly and his daughter, Sydney Daly, like, just for giving him the number 2, like, that shows his number 1 is maturity,
right?
But his sense of he'll just interrupt the press conference. I just want to say thank you real quick to Sydney Daly. Like that's respect right there, and I think Chuck Daly would be proud for us to have a player like Cade and to for him to wear number 2 and to represent it.
Yeah, and Sydney Daly responded on Twitter once she saw that and kind of just encouraged him even more. Like, hey, that city means a lot to me. That jersey means a lot to me, and I know it'll mean a lot to you. And I like that he's willing to put that on himself already and not seemed overwhelmed by that situation. I mean, how many rookies come in and demand, hey, I want that number that's in the rafters, and it actually happens?
Right. Well, I mean, that was the big question. I mean, talk about like Mr. Prod Designs and all these locals that edit. I mean, our very own Nick Leach, they always go back and they edit and they swap out, do the jersey swap. I had no clue what this number was going to be for Cade.
No clue. I was hoping he'd go with 20. That was my ideal number with him because Barry Sanders for Oklahoma State came here, was number 20.
That's
Cade.
no swag though for a guard on a jersey.
I don't know. Allen Houston rocked it pretty well.
You thought he would go with something with 2, like he could acclimate 2, like either like 12 or like 20 or but then he goes, hey man, I'll take Chuck Daly's number, but I'll wear it with respect. So you know what, you got to give it to him.
Yeah, so at first I was like, I was kind of put off by it, but then, if the family's okay with it, who the hell am I to sit up here and not be okay with it? Like, that's Chuck Daly's daughter saying, wear the jersey, do it with pride, so I'm saying the same damn thing. And it's not like a jersey means everything, but it's important. Apparently that number is very important to Cade.
Yeah, I mean, especially number 2 on Cade, like that number is just going to look so sick on him on the court. Like, I'm real big on the single digits for a guard. Unless you're rocking like a 23 and you got that respect, but there's only a few people that could ever rock 23. But number 2, I love that the whole Daly family approved of this.
Yeah. What number would you guys pick if you got drafted by the Pistons?
I'm gonna rock 7. That's my favorite number.
7?
And the single digit with the guard thing makes sense. So you got to go with 7.
Dude, I've been real big on number 0 lately. I never ever liked it. I used to always see, but when we were younger, it was 00. There was never the 0 on kids' jerseys. It was always 00.
Like Gilbert Arenas 0. You like that?
Yeah, it is nice. My number was always 9 growing up, but I would switch it and take 0.
I'd still roll with 99. That's always my number. No matter what I do, I'm rolling with 99. It would look so goofy. I mean, Crowder rocks
Crowder's the only one, I think.
So, 99 looks okay. Fish, if you could pick a jersey number, what jersey number would you wear?
I would go 2, but because the Pistons already retired, I go 22.
22? So take Sean Prince.
So 2's your number?
Yes, 2 is my number.
Ooh.
I like it. I did not know that about Fish. What about you, Paige? Is your mic on? Let's make sure your mic's on. If you had to pick a jersey number, what jersey number would you pick?
I've always gone with 3. I have 5. I have 5 like siblings in my family, and I was the 3rd one born, so I just have always stuck with number 3. So I choose 3.
Nice. Okay.
You know, I'm actually the third out of my five total siblings, so you know what? It's kind of creative. I didn't think about that.
I don't know why. I just did it, and whenever I made like a Instagram account or Twitter account, I always just chose 3. Just got stuff.
Yeah, I always liked 10. 10 was always a number for me that I liked out of nowhere. Well, my birth month is 10, so I think that's why, October. But yeah,
and that's across sports too. Like you would pick 10 baseball or whatever.
Yeah, until we got to the level where you could select, you know, because like when you first start playing sports, it's like, all right, we got, you know, you're playing baseball. We got number 1 through 12. You know,
right.
1 small, 12's extra large. So it's like, all right, Sam, you're an 11. You know, like that's your number.
That's
like,
so true.
But then once you start playing to the point where you could pick your own numbers, that's when I was like 99. Yep. That's the only number I want.
1 and 23 are 2 numbers I always stayed away from. I didn't feel like I was ever worthy to do it. 1, I feel like you're just the cocky kid out there wearing number 1, and then 23, obviously the great Jordan at the time, so I never wanted to do it.
Yeah. Well, Cade is definitely embracing the city, and like you said, his poise.
Yeah.
Because you and Cade are about similar age, right?
Yes, almost exactly the same. I think I'm a 1 year older than him.
You're 1 year older.
He acts older than me, so it's crazy, man.
And honestly, like Jalen Green was another guy that we were talking about drafting. Jalen Green's a clown.
Yes.
Like an absolute clown. Not only the way he dressed showing up to the NBA draft, which is fine. You can be flamboyant. You can be whatever you want. But when I see Cade and I hear him talk, I see like Motown. I see soul. I see like passion.
Yeah.
When I saw Jalen Green, it was like, all right, 1970s pimp. Like, I don't like this.
Trying too hard.
Yeah, and then Jalen Green called out Detroit, too. Did you guys see that?
I did not see this. Where was this? In the draft?
Yeah, they were asking him about who, you know, is he going to have a target on people that have passed on him? Well, obviously only one team passed on him. And, like, he goes on, he was being politically correct, but then at the end he's like, yeah, Detroit. I was like, oh, all right. He's like, every time I play them, I'm going to have an X on it. It's like, all right.
I guess the Houston Rockets will be our arch nemesis. We have Christian Wood over there, all right, that already we didn't pay the man. And now we got Jalen Green who hates us. So you know what? I'm ready for that game this season.
I mean, I love how you can hate somebody because you're not good enough to be number 1.
Right.
And that's true. A little bitter.
And put that in your pocket. Use it as your motivation. But, like, when I see a reflection of Detroit, I didn't see it in Jalen Green. No. And, like, before this, I was a Jalen Green guy because I only watched him on the court. You know, you don't see them in interviews. You don't see them off the court. You don't see, not that how they dress is a big deal, but Cade fits us so much better than Jalen would have.
And you know what? I just want to speak to this because I was a huge Jalen Green guy. Like Stick just said, I was one of the guys who were like, man, this guy could obviously lead the league in scoring one day. He's a tremendous talent, obviously crazy athletic. But once the draft started coming closer and closer and these interviews started happening and obviously front offices started getting to interview with the guys like Troy Weaver, Dwayne Casey, they obviously saw something. It's a leadership thing with Cade. Like we all just spoke about, the maturity, the poise. Like, you can tell almost immediately with Jalen Green, it's like, he's going to be great, but is he the reason why his team will win? You know what? I don't know. He hasn't proven that yet. Obviously, with the G League, he's played with great players, but they didn't win. Cade has showed throughout time. In high school, he played on the most stacked team in high school, and they still won. Like, he knows how to play with other great players. It's just in his DNA. So I'm excited for the guy to get on the court. And you know what? More than a basketball player, I'm glad he's a good person because, like Dwayne Casey said in the press conference, they're all great basketball players. But I'm not worried about the basketball side of things. I'm worried about how are they as people, how are they as a their actual personality. And they picked great. I mean, they got 4 guys that are great people. Going to be solid on the court, and not one of those guys that are like, I'm worried about them when they're not playing games. Like, what are they doing outside of the NBA? Like, you know what Cade's going to be doing? Working on his game. You know what these guys are going to be doing? Like, focusing on the bigger picture. So I'm excited. They got all great rookies. Every single pick was solid. So gotta love Troy.
Yeah, they did a great job, and it reminds me of the Joe Dumars no knucklehead rule, and that's what he had. I'm 100%. Not bringing in knuckleheads, man. I'm bringing in guys that want to play, want to win, and want to play for each other, and that's such a big point of emphasis for any championship team. And the city is embracing Cade. I mean, there's murals popping up already.
Yeah.
Do you guys see the mural?
I love it.
Check it out.
Like, that's dope. Do we know the artist that did this?
That is sweet.
I do not, but it's funny that they put.
He looks like an alien, Adam Silver. Why does now he actually looks like an alien in that photo?
He does look like E.T. a little bit in that.
Oh, big time.
But Cade looks good.
Yeah, he looks good. Cade looks great.
I wouldn't even put Silver in this. Like, well,
yeah, well, I was taken back by that. At least put Coach Casey in there or Weaver.
Right. But I guess it was draft night, and you want to celebrate that. So it's cool. The city's already embracing them. We're giving away some Buff-style sunglasses on our Twitter. I got to pull those winners later today. So if you want to get in on that, make sure you go to Woodward Sports on Twitter, at Woodward Sports. We got Joey's News coming up next with tons of breaking stuff that happened over the weekend and some stuff that you need to know. But first, let me tell you about our friends at 8 Mile. This is the vodka that you're going to need for all your tailgates this football season, because I woke up this morning, took a deep breath, and it smelled like football, man. That fall air is here, that cool, crisp, little dew on the lawn. I loved it.
I like football.
I love football, and this is what you need at all your tailgates. So make sure you pick it up at any local Meijer store. It's 8 Mile. It's born in Detroit. Support local and grab a bottle right now.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's News.
Let's go.
Fish, I'm going to get it started with some Olympic talk for you. How about this? The U.S. women's national soccer team unfortunately will not play for Olympic gold this year after suffering a 1-0 upset loss to Canada in the Tokyo semifinals. And I love Canada up until this one. We don't ever want to see them beating our national team.
Canada had their way with us yesterday, too, because they beat us in beach volleyball as well.
Yep.
And
I was watching some beach volleyball.
Yeah.
Now I see why you like watching beach volleyball so much.
I do. Guys and girls, though. Quit trying to put it like I'm just staring at the girls.
I didn't say women's beach volleyball.
Yeah.
But the women's are a little bit better. I mean, they're just way more athletic.
Yeah.
It's interesting because, obviously the drama that surrounds the Team USA women's soccer team and about their fight to try to get paid as much as the men, a lot of that is predicated on we're successful and the men are not. So when things like this happen, I don't know if it takes some wind out of their sails or it doesn't, but it's tough. It really is tough. They put a lot of pressure on themselves by being so outspoken on some of these issues.
Yeah. So, quick little update. U.S. still with the most medals at 61. 21 gold, 24 silver, 16 bronze. What up, Fish?
So, technically, if you see all the stats that they have on the TV broadcast and all the screens, technically China's leading because they choose gold medals as the tiebreaker, so to speak. So, even though we have more medals, if you look at all the table leaderboard, they show China's number one.
Yeah, China has more gold
because they have more gold. Yep.
I love how press conferences now all revolve around the Lions and former players. And Darius Slay asked in his press conference, is he looking forward to playing the Lions this season?
How about the Detroit game? You excited for that one?
No, not anymore. That right. I was. If Patricia was there, I'd have been very excited.
All right.
Like, I've never seen so much shade thrown at a coach ever.
Especially, he's been removed. Like, he got removed tail end of last season. Like, the guy's been gone, and still people hold this visceral hate for him. The way he treated people must have been just horrible.
And you heard the stories, like him talking to Darius Slay, telling him you're not a top corner in this league. They're willing to trade him as easily as they did and not showing them respect. So I can see his point of view. Like, hey, I cannot wait to line up against Matt Patricia this year because I'm picking that ball off. But now it's like, all right, I kind of like Dan Campbell. How can you not like Dan Campbell?
Do the Eagles play the Patriots this year?
Preseason they do. Right. I believe it's preseason number 2.
Preseason they do?
I love how you just know that, Fish.
I love
you.
Well,
And
I know
right.
that because they talked about it on
Preseason game
Friday.
number 2, August 19th. He will be seeing Matt Patricia.
They talked about it on Friday.
So there you go. I'm sure he's got that circled on his schedule.
Yeah.
Like, all right, even though it's preseason,
Let me play some snaps.
I need to show Matt. Right, he's going to play all 4 quarters in preseason game just to show Patricia that he wasn't trash. Patricia, like, I don't know if you heard this, but Patricia, like came at him like, oh, you're trying to suck some other dude,
I did hear
after
that.
complimenting somebody on being a wide receiver. Yeah, it was a. What's up, Fish?
Speaking of football, there is
American football
on Thursday. Steelers and Cowboys in the Hall of Fame game.
Hall of Fame game. Yeah,
I said American.
I was
did
worried
American
about
football.
you, Fish.
Oh, you were.
Yeah,
I could also bring a different football, which starts August 5th, Thursday.
I believe this last Sunday was the last Sunday without football until.
Well, this Sunday is no football.
What's that?
This Sunday there's no football.
There's Thursday,
there's just the Thursday.
Like
okay, last Sunday was the last week of no
and
football until February.
That's crazy.
You are correct.
Love it.
There is another football on Thursday, but you guys also do not care.
We care about soccer.
And no, football. Canadian football.
Oh,
yeah,
Canadian.
we don't
Thursday.
Care. We don't care about Canada.
The Montreal Alouettes.
They play this weekend. It's Blue Bombers and Tiger Cats, same as the Grey Cup in 2019.
Wait, is it really called Ouellette?
Yeah.
Like after Ouellette Street?
No, not after Ouellette.
Oh,
has no meaning.
Because we like that street.
Yeah, we do love Ouellette.
So some things just never change, and I'm talking about Matthew Stafford at training camp, guys.
Uh-oh.
Oh, God, I saw this.
Whoop. Going back the other way.
Jalen
Ramsey. Pick 6.
Can't do that, quarterback.
You got a good defense. Yeah, you're playing against a great defense, man. They won't let you slack.
And one quarterback that has just been so hype all training camp, I've been seeing a lot of videos of him, is Ryan Fitzpatrick crossing the goal line for a touchdown at training camp. This is just the whole vibe in itself. What I love is just fans all around getting me so excited, because last time when we saw these types of videos, there was no fans out there at training camp.
Did you see that vertical, man? He got like 5 inches off the ground, man. With that, he barely. And I love the short shorts. Ryan, do not change. Do ever not change.
Well, that's the thing. Like, Fitzpatrick is a serviceable quarterback in the NFL, right? He's never going to be great, but he gets you to where you need to be, and he gets the guys in position. I'm not saying Goff is that, but Goff is more that than anything else, I feel. And so, like, I love the prospect of giving Goff a chance and letting him, take control of the offense and do his things this year, just like Washington is doing with Fitzmagic right now. Just letting him come in, letting him have fun, let him lead these men, and let's get back to winning. Or let's start winning, because we've never been winning.
And I hate to call it like a bridge QB, because that might be a little disrespectful, but it is kind of a bridge QB. Like, you want a QB to come in and just hold the ground until, number one, they either get a young quarterback or a new quarterback, unless it works out. Like, Jared Goff could work out, but Ryan, he's a great bridge quarterback. If you need a quarterback and you need someone serviceable, you sign Ryan Fitzpatrick, man. He's great.
And the NBA free agency opens up tonight, so I'm excited, 6 p.m. to see what the Pistons do, because they've been freeing up some cap space. And there's some rumors out there that the Pistons are targeting Tim Hardaway Jr., Nerlens Noel, and Kelly Olynyk. So those are a couple good names right there. But, I mean, you saw the recent trades of Plumlee and a couple other players to free up some cap space. So I'm excited to see what results from this.
Yeah, we're sitting around $17 million right now. We're going to talk more about who's available and who we could possibly be targeting. We'll do that just after 9 o'clock this morning. But yeah, it's an exciting time. 6 o'clock. You never know what Troy Weaver's got up his sleeve. $17 million in cap space isn't anything to scoff at. We're not leading the way, but we're definitely not in the bottom of the pack. So there's some serviceable players out there that we could get to add nice pieces to this team.
And before we move on, I just want to add, because we're going to talk about it later, it might have to do with the number 1 pick. Guys like playing with them now. So you know what? Let's do it, baby.
And I like Coach Casey at a press conference. He was talking about a question we actually asked of his thoughts on this upcoming starting lineup, and this is what he had to say.
Like Cade, who is a 6'8" playmaker, can play a lot of different positions on both ends of the floor. How much does it open up lineup possibilities for you?
Well, he's a multiple positional player, and on any team, Keith, you got to have multiple ball handlers, playmakers. He can do that. Killian can do that, so they can play together. And he can play also a small forward position if you want to play small. Put Jeremy at, possibly at the 5, but so he checks a lot of boxes from that standpoint. But one thing all these players have that fit is their basketball IQ. All of them are high level IQ guys, and Cade starts that. But and Tom said it too. He connects everybody, whether he's at the 1, 2, 3. It really doesn't matter. Cade can be that connector for any lineup we have.
It's got to be so awkward being asked a question about a dude sitting right next to you. Like,
Right,
it's
yeah.
like Paige asking me to describe what Joey's good at, and Joey's right here. Well, he's got a strong talking game. He comes up with good news, and, he drives the team together. It's like, bro, I'm right here.
Right.
Describe Jeff for me.
What's that?
Describe Jeff for me.
Describe
Beautiful
Jeff for
hair.
you. Jeff is a strong, strapping lad, very loyal from what I understand, and a good guy overall. He has strong sports opinions. He smiles a lot. The only thing we haven't seen is Jeff get pissed about something. And once that comes out,
oh, man,
look at that. Look at that blue
Pissed
steel.
off.
Hit him with the blue
If we
steel.
would have took Jalen Green, this would have been my face right here. Right there. No, but I love it, man. Like you said, it is awkward because he is right there. But like you said, the main thing and the most important thing that came out of Dwayne Casey's mouth is he connects everybody. It doesn't matter what position he plays. He's going to connect it. It could be the 3, the 4. Everybody around him gets better. And Luka Doncic is a good example of that because he can't play as many positions as Cade. I will add that because he can't play defense. But you could put him at the 1, 2, or the 3, and everyone gets connected. So I love that point he made.
Here's a little fun fact for Detroit sports. The Tigers have finished with a winning record officially for the last 3 months. So May was 14-13, June was 14-13, July was just 14-12. Detroit hasn't finished with a winning record in 3 consecutive months in a season since September 2016.
Sounds about right. I mean, three consecutive months of winning is not easy to do in any sport or anything, period. So I love it.
Especially in the stage they're in. Like, it's impressive. It really is.
Yeah, they've done a great job.
And the Red Wings have signed Tyler Bertuzzi to a 2-year contract. And I know this is a big one that all Detroit Red Wings fans had their eyes on. But Bertuzzi is coming back. This is a good one right here.
Yeah, he was injured last year, so we didn't get to see the full Bertuzzi effect. But, him being re-signed, it's part of the Yzer plan. And if I've learned anything from DMAC, it's shut the hell up and just let Stevie work.
Yeah.
Don't question anything right now. Question it in a couple years if it doesn't work out because there's a plan. We may not know the plan. We may not be smart enough to understand the plan. But Stevie understands the plan.
Did you guys see who was just down the street at the Imagine Theaters Birmingham 8 yesterday?
Was that in our group text?
There was a movie. There was not a movie. The WWE was here yesterday, and then there was at the Suicide Squad preview, John Cena surprising the fans at this movie right here.
That's awesome.
So dope.
Which one? He was here in Birmingham?
Yeah, at the Birmingham 8 for Suicide Squad.
That's awesome.
Yep.
What's the deal with this new Suicide Squad? Is it a continuation of the last one, or is it a complete reboot?
I don't know because they just did one.
Yeah.
Right.
It might be just either a continuation.
There's like more people than it was in the first one. I think like Aquaman is even in it too.
Okay.
It's like a bunch of random. It's like a bunch of random players. I don't think it's the same thing as like the first one.
Yeah, because they still got Harley Quinn in it.
Yeah.
Right.
And that's the only crossover character. I'm confused by it because it looks shot completely different. Looks like storylines completely different, but the same characters.
I mean, John Cena out there promoting it, so I mean. Obviously got to be something good.
Yeah. It's just like every other 2021 movie. They're just pumping out random sequels. And so, you know what? Well, we're just used to it. You saw Space Jam 2, so everything's getting pumped out. So
I did not
terrible,
see it.
by the way.
It was
Stick
bad.
didn't see it.
It was bad.
I don't know why.
Okay, or Joey.
I'm one of those.
Did you see it?
I did.
I
watched it with my little. It was okay because you don't want to.
That means it was terrible.
You don't want to put it on. You don't want to expect because it is a kids movie. I mean, for the most part, so it was fine. You know what I mean? Little brother liked it, but Stick probably won't like it because
It was bad. The
LeBron's in
acting
there.
was so terrible. It was really cringe to watch.
That's
It was
my
bad.
thing. I've been hearing bad reviews,
why
so I
the
was like, you know
ratings
what? I think Space Jam is so good, I don't want to ruin it for myself.
Yeah, it does not compete against the first one. It does not.
Just think it's good up here. Just don't watch it. All right, you'll be fine.
And we go off to Paige from Central Michigan University. Last couple of weeks with you. We're sad about that, but what do we got to add
Yeah, when
today?
is our last week with you officially, Paige? Have you decided when you're going back up to Central?
I think, but maybe next week is my last. Maybe the following, like
Yeah,
Monday.
maybe a
I
couple
think maybe
more
the
weeks.
following. So yeah,
maybe 3
like,
more weeks.
Yeah, this week, next week, and the following. I think are my last.
Okay.
my last
All
three.
right, so we still got some time with Paige.
Yeah, I move into my house tomorrow.
House?
I have a house at campus, so after the show tomorrow, I'm gonna go pack up. I'm bringing like my big items, like my bed, my couch, and I'm gonna move it up because tomorrow is like technically the day I get my
Are
key.
you going to sleep on that couch?
I will not be.
love
Maybe
you,
sometimes, but no, I'm bringing my bed up, so I have a bed.
Is Central Western weekend at Central this year?
No, it was supposed to be this it's at Western this year because technically last year, even though it was COVID, it was supposed to be us, but it was actually at it was at Ford Field, but then it didn't obviously happen because of COVID. So it technically is them this year, but I don't know. They always try to not have it at each other's schools because it kind of gets a little crazy. There's a lot of students that go to the other. So what they tried to do last year was they tried to move it to Ford Field to
That's so dumb.
I know.
Have it
I was
on
so
campus.
excited.
Yeah,
It's
right.
Central Western weekend. It's got to be at Central or Western.
Hey, not making fun of this, but that whole quarterback situation last year, that probably is a reason why.
Yeah, I
They
mean,
got a little too scared after hearing that one.
That wasn't Central Western weekend though, was it? When the kid got shot?
Was that a
No.
random party?
It was just a random party. It was like the last month of school. Just
They
this
can't
year.
stop the fun like that. Well, whenever that weekend is, we're going to make it something at Central Michigan that we broadcast live from your house.
Yeah.
That would be so dumb. Well, I'll be dancing, so I won't be able to do anything.
Yeah, exactly. We just need your keys.
My house
You
is
don't
in,
even have to
Cade's-
be there. We just want your house.
All my
Just leave the
roommates-
keys. Leave it unlocked. We'll
All
be
my
in there.
roommates are either on the cheer team or on the dance team, so none of us will be home. You guys could just take it over, and we'll all just be at the game.
Beautiful. I like this.
Turn some sports on. Let's get it.
All right, Paige, let's get into your news
Anyway.
story. Right.
So I actually was gonna touch on the soccer team, but when you kind of covered it, I was like, oh, okay, that's
No,
totally fine.
go deeper into it because I didn't really mention too much on it.
So despite them losing this morning, they still could get the bronze. They could get that bronze after the loser of the Sweden versus Australia team. And actually, about the whole difference in pay thing, the women's team has won 3 Women's World Cup titles and 4 Olympic gold medals and potentially a bronze medal, and there's still this argument going on about the pay being different. The men's didn't even qualify for the Olympic Games, so I don't know why this pay is still an issue. Now, even the U.S. Democratic presidential candidate tweeted, here's an idea. If you win 13-0, which they did win their last game 13-0, in a single game in the world, okay, here's an idea. This is the tweet. Here's an idea. If you win 13-0, the most goals for a single game in World Cup history, you should be paid at least equally to the men's team. That's my thing. At least I think it should be equal, and especially if they're winning so much in these games.
So, I mean, this argument comes down to a lot of things. Obviously, how much revenue that the women's bring in. And from my understanding, the women already see a larger percentage of the women's total pool of money than the men do of the men's total pool. It's just the pool's a lot bigger, which is a thing. And I can't say that they deserve to be paid the same if they don't draw the same sponsorships, they don't draw the same audience, they don't, and it's just male soccer around the world is bigger because a lot of countries, women are super oppressed, getting them to even be out on the field and play. So we already have a superiority advantage because we let our women, just be functioning humans, which I don't think anybody on this panel would ever disagree with.
Right.
It should have every right. But when it comes down to pay, we got to look at how much money's available before we just say, oh, they win more than the men, so they got to get paid just as much as the men.
I feel like if we were to switch this, and I know this would be a tough one because people like to know their actual set pay, but if we were to switch this over to a percentage base, then you would be able to know, all right, we're billing $100 million. I get 5% for this athlete, 2.7% for this athlete. So they actually know. I mean, if the women are billing $10 million versus the men doing $100 million, how could we really sit up here and justify same pay for both?
Well, and it's like the WNBA. They're also fighting for equal pay, but the NBA subsidizes the WNBA and the WNBA nets negative $10 million a year.
Right.
They are not a profitable organization. So without the NBA giving them money, there would be no WNBA to begin with. So it gets murky because we all want equality.
Right.
But at some point, numbers got to come into this as well. Fish, what do you got to say about this?
The Women Olympics for soccer, anyone can join. The men is mostly under 23s. I think there's only 2 or 3 or 4 main players older than 23 that are actually allowed to join the team.
Okay.
So that's why the U.S. didn't qualify. Also, Italy, a big juggernaut, did not qualify because it's really their under 23 squads plus 2 or 3 big players.
Gotcha.
Speaking of the men, U.S. men beat Mexico yesterday in the Gold Cup.
Pay them more!
The men. The men.
I just think winning wise, if they were both in the Olympics, the winning, women's team and the winning men's team should get paid the same. And I think that that's maybe something that
sorry to interrupt you. Is this the Olympic disparity?
It's in general, but
Okay.
it's just coming back into effect now that they're saying like, oh, we've been doing so well, like we're in the Olympics, and they're not. I think they're just using it as like a thing to push their argument a little bit more. But I agree, like in certain things, I understand like your revenue, like that makes sense. Like it makes sense why women in certain scenarios don't get paid as much. But when there's like a championship type thing, I think that it should be a little bit more, you know, up there. But
See, that's the thing, though. It's like, yeah, winning is obviously amazing, but at the end of the day, it's still a business.
Right.
So it's the part that sucks about sports, but I mean, it's still a business at the end of the day.
It's just pay in general. It has nothing to do with Olympics.
Okay, it has nothing to do with the Olympics. Okay. Because I think the Olympics are pretty fair. Like, if you win a gold, I think it's like $34K you get, whether you're male, women.
Per player?
I'm not sure for team sports. I know individual golds, you get paid.
Yeah, and that, I mean, of course, that.
Right,
I mean,
that's
that's Olympic money.
Right.
That should be
equal. Right. That's why I was asking, is this just strictly Olympics, or is this, you know,
Yeah,
World Cup and all those other
I
things?
think it's World Cup and everything. I think they're just using the Olympics to just push their
Got it. Okay.
But yeah, in other Olympic news, the U.S. is actually in their gymnastics again right now. The U.S. floor event actually just concluded, and the U.S. took first. Jade Corey took home the gold medal for that event.
Nice.
And Simone Biles is actually competing another go today as well. She will be doing the last final event, which is the beam. That'll be a little later today. And it'll be her first competition since she withdrew from the women's team final last Tuesday night after suffering from the twisties, which have been in the news a lot, and there's been a lot of circulation around the twisties. I was talking with Stick today this morning about them. Do you want me to kind of say like what they are, or do you think? that people
Yeah, I
know?
mean, just to put it kind of blatantly, like if you're a golfer, it's the yips. You got the yips. That's what she had, right?
She said that while she was in the air during, I think it was her last thing, it was like the bars. She was like doing her turns, and she couldn't figure out if she did one of them, if she did two of them, if she did three of them. Like, she couldn't see herself in the air, which is what she always does. And so eventually she said that it was just too dangerous because she couldn't in her head imagine how many like turns she was actually doing, which happens a lot in gymnastics, and a lot of people have come out about saying that it happens to them too. So she just, for her safety, she just kind of
So she's over that now and she's ready to compete again?
I guess. I think that maybe it just happened for a second. I did gymnastics when I was younger. It never has happened to me to the point where I'm doing multiple flips in the air, but it must have just passed, and maybe now she's going to try it, or she's actually just trying it and seeing if she can do it. I'm not too sure about if she's still, suffering from them, but she is giving them a go tonight, and she actually has a chance to win gold in that event, which I think would be super cool because she obviously hasn't had a chance to win gold this year yet. So
she did in the team overall. She already has a silver, right?
Yes, yep. But I think for her personally, I think that'd be a good win for her and for people who are suffering from their own mental health. I think it'd be a cool thing for everyone.
Do you think we were talking about this earlier?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think this falls under mental health, like the yips?
Right. So I don't think so. I think it's more of like a
writer's block type thing.
Yes. Yes. And at first it was like mental health, but I think it kind of switched over to it actually being this. I think that maybe it was like, I don't want to use the word diagnosed, but like what she was actually experiencing is called, like they chose what it was called after they called it mental health. So I think it was kind of like a misnaming of things.
Right. Because it is mental. Like it's a mental blockage.
Yes.
But I'm not necessarily sure if it crosses over into mental health.
And maybe they brought in the mental health thing because she decided to take herself out of it,
right.
Which is big because she had to say, like, I'm not ready, I'm not prepared to do this right now. And maybe that's why they brought the mental health into it. But the twisties, I think, are a different thing.
Yep. Well, there you go. Well, she's back. I don't know how I would feel if I was a part of that team and my teammate was like, nah, I can't do it. And then like a couple days later, they're like,
I'm coming back now.
I'm individual competition? Yeah, I'm all about that. Let's go.
Right. I mean, if it's Simone Biles and she can help the team itself, like, great. But yeah, she is competed for her personal gold medal. So I understand what you're saying.
Yeah. Did Easy get the yips in the Coney battle?
Did.
Well, alrighty, guys, that concludes it up for me, so thank you.
Thank you very much, Paige. And if you missed anything that's trending over the weekend, some funny videos that went viral, my man Jeff is up next. He's going to hit you with those. But first, let us tell you about Bridge Street Exchange.
Because they always trending, baby. That clothes they got in there, just barware, anything you're looking at, They have everything, and it's just the trendy spot, and they support a lot of local businesses, which is why I want you to support this local business, Bridge Street Exchange, downtown Fenton, and they also got that new store at Somerset Collection. Tell them Woodward Sports sent you and get 15% off your entire order.
Tony is a third-generation logger that has a simple, practical approach to life and work. That's why his Coast DX342 knife is perfect for him. The stainless steel blade is rust-resistant and made for all-weather use. And the double roll-lock safety ensures that it will never inadvertently close when he doesn't want it to. That's why Coast is trusted tough.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for commenting along on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, and, of course, Twitch. We appreciate you being a part of the conversation, and thank you guys for making us laugh. I always love looking down and seeing, like, references to you and doing Coney reviews and stuff like that. So thank you guys for being a part of just the family here at Woodward Sports, and make sure you download our app. It is completely free and available for you right now in the Google Play or Apple Store. But now it's time for What's Trending with Jeff.
Today on What's Trending with Jeff, we have 3 great videos. I want to get Stick's reaction on the last video, so wait till that last video to hear it.
LeBron James.
All right, the first one, Giannis Antetokounmpo. I love his interaction with kids. I mean, he is the most funniest, most humble guy. And he met a fan, a Bucks fan, the other day, and he told him some advice on his basketball career. Check it out.
What up, man? What's your name?
Teddy.
Cade, that's a great name. You play basketball?
Yeah.
Are you good at it?
Yeah.
Can you shoot? Don't be like me. Don't be, don't be only dunking.
Don't be.
You shoot that thing.
I love that. The fact that he acknowledges he's self-aware about his own game. He's like, listen, man, keep shooting that thing. Don't dunk.
Dude, I would love a Giannis free throw competition against kids.
Oh, my God.
That'd be amazing.
But you know what? Honestly, like, not to go back to Simone Biles, like, Giannis is an exact example of why you don't quit when you got the yips.
Yep.
Like, you saw what he was going through early in the NBA Finals, missing free throws, just shooting an atrocious percentage. They were following him to purposely put him on the line because he was in his head. He was in his head at the line. But then you saw him push through, persevere, champion through it, and last game, 17 of 19 from the free throw line, setting NBA records. And
yes.
Like, that to me is like the point of that. Like, yes, these situations are stressful. It's tough. But if you got that champion mentality, you push through it and you use that to become better. You don't use it to shut down and step away.
100%. And you can even include the point where the crowd was 1, 2, 3.
Dude,
like, that's messed up, man.
Right? 40,000 people taunting you while you're sitting there. You're telling me that's not mental anguish?
For the whole playoffs. The
right.
entire 2 months.
Let's be real. People are built different. So, I mean, when we have a conversation like this, yes, we know it all revolves around mental health and mental health awareness. But, I mean, that right there just shows, though, that quitting is never an answer for Giannis himself.
Right.
You know, he easily could have let that get to him, which I thought it did at one point. But then when you see that game-clinching championship game, he overcame it.
Right. You watched him overcome what was bothering him, which to me is something I'll remember forever. Like, man, earlier in the series, this guy couldn't hit free throws. He sealed it up at the end of the game. Like, I have more respect for him for battling through.
Yeah, he's tough as nails. But
yeah.
Moving on, we got the second video is an impressive softball tag. Check this girl, Hosey Muffley from Florida State softball. Incredible athletic tag. Check this out.
Swing and a miss. Runner does go this time.
Ooh!
Is that what you're doing at your games? Your softball games, Stick?
I'm trying.
Look at that.
That was amazing.
That's joik, man.
She got about 14 inches. Stick gets about 3.
Yeah.
Besides that, exact same thing.
I got them Bill Lambier hops, baby.
That is just, I got to give, that is
Can you
impressive.
play that one more time? That was an incredible tag.
What's up, Stick? Not Stickfish. What do you got to say?
Nice tag.
Hey, can we set up a phone and go live at least for softball Thursday?
For the championship?
At bare minimum.
You guys want to go live for the championship?
Yeah, bare minimum, because I'm sad I won't be there.
We'll do it from my page, so that way we won't put it on Woodward Sports. We could just put it on Stick from Woodward Sports.
I was going to say, speaking of softball, you want to plug your
Space
game
Dogs.
on Thursday?
Plug it.
Space Dogs have a championship game, 7 o'clock on the dot in our drop top, Drake Park. We're taking on the Shotgunners, I believe.
You played them all season, or you haven't?
Yeah, we played these guys.
Okay.
They actually, one of the kids that plays on the other team played against Joik in football. I think he went to like Grand Valley or something like that. He was like a safety, small little kid, but he's their outfielder. He fucking shags everything. But like he's like, Joik, yeah, we played against each other last time they played, and Joik obviously didn't remember him. But at the same time, Joik's out this week though, so we don't have Joik.
He's out.
This is Joik's birthday week, so I guess
you get important game.
I guess you get a week if you're Joik Bell.
Wait. So
he's going
would you say Joik is a big part of your success to get this point?
He's part of the success.
Big or not really?
I wouldn't say.
Okay, so it won't hurt you that much.
It will hurt us. Like let's not get it twisted. It will hurt us. He's a big bat, strong player, good third baseman. But we were winning prior to him showing up. It was just nice to have an extra great guy on the team. I still think we're going to win, but it's definitely, we're going to have to shift, maybe Adam over to third now instead of shortstop.
Yeah.
And we got to move things around now that Joik's not playing.
So he's definitely the best hitter on the team? Or is there a couple guys that are like pretty solid?
It depends on what you're talking. He's our best power hitter.
Power hitter, okay.
But for average, we got a bunch of guys that hit better average.
Okay.
And that's all that's about.
And Joik always likes to get cute and bat left-handed.
Would you say that to Joik's face?
Yeah, would you tell his face?
Yeah, I'd say that to Joik's face.
Okay.
I mean, stats are stats.
Yeah, he's being honest.
Yeah, there's nothing I can do. Like, look, you batted 500. We got guys on the team.
on Fish's face just so I can hear him say that.
He's like, would you say it to his face? Like, I love how.
I just didn't know if you'd actually say it to his face or not.
Joik's actually a great teammate, honestly. Like, he's always rooting for you. He's always talking. He's always getting you fired up. Like, Joik, it's been a lot of fun to be on the same team as Joik Bell, just to see what he's like as a teammate.
And moving on, over the weekend, LeBron was at a club, and I want to hear.
I knew it was LeBron
I want to
something.
hear Stick's reaction, because obviously you don't like the man for his on the court antics or whatever. But like, if you were LeBron in this scenario, do you blame him? Play the video, Alex. Let's check this out. Man walks up to LeBron, he gives him a solid shove.
Why?
Would MJ shove him?
Do we know why?
No, honestly, what it looks like is the guy walked up to him with his phone out already, like he was trying to get a selfie with him. But he came in
celebrity.
hot.
I'm doing the same damn thing.
Is LeBron with his mom? Like, who's that lady?
He might be.
That might be Savannah.
That might be his wife or Savannah. All right, yeah, Savannah or his mother.
Okay.
Gloria. But honestly, though, like you see,
you know his mom's name?
Yeah, Gloria. Yeah, Gloria
Mrs.
James.
West, right?
Yeah.
But honestly, you see
West.
You see athletes like, honestly, that joke never gets old. But
remember when the NBA put a ban on buying 23 West jerseys from Cleveland?
Was amazing.
Because Delonte West smashed LeBron's mom?
You know what? On a not so funny subject, like I'm glad he's doing well now. Obviously, he went through a lot. The Delonte West, man, he was on the streets.
LeBron took it off from him.
But anyway, moving on. LeBron in this scenario, you guys understand, like athletes and just celebrities in general, like they deal with people like this who come up to him, but. Man, LeBron was not feeling it that day. I mean, he pushed him with dignity right there. He just gave him a solid shove.
I wonder how drunk that kid was, because that looked like a nightclub situation.
Yeah, right.
I don't know. It's never good to put your hands on anybody, especially when you have security around you. But
just let him do it for you, man.
LeBron's gonna LeBron.
But yeah, that's it today on What's Trending with Jeff.
And I love it right there.
And we got a brand new show that we want to tell you about coming up next. We kind of teased it over the weekend on our social media, but you are going to be excited about who is coming up next on the Woodward Sports Network. Going to tease that show and show you who it is coming up next right here.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. And at Hall Financial, we treat our clients like family. And our number one priority is giving each of our clients 5-star service. Our passion for 5-star service, combined with our expertise, allows us to find the best possible solution for refinancing your home loan. We take the time to focus on both the individual and the numbers. We're going to walk you through the process and close your loan in half the time of our competition. Go to davidhallmortgage.com today.
There it is, the brand new show that will be joining the Woodward Sports Network on August 12th. Braylon Edwards from University of Michigan, the Browns. I don't really want to mention the Browns.
Yeah, right.
Played for the Jets, and obviously just a huge local guy, along with Ryan Ermani. The Energizer Ermani is what I call him. That dude is just full of smiles, full of happy energy, and what a great addition to the Woodward Sports Network. On August 12th, they will be starting 2 p.m. till 4 p.m., so another new show added to the Woodward Sports lineup. I'm excited for this one, man.
And I'm extremely excited. And it just shows to the people that Woodward Sports, we're growing. And we're stacking great sports minds, man. I mean, you look at all the talent. I mean, Braylon Edwards and Ryan Ermani are two respected guys, especially in the city of Detroit.
Dude, Braylon made a post, and in it he said, "Are you ready for my uncensored opinion? I've never had this opportunity in my career." Hearing those words out of his mouth is going to get me so excited and ready for this show.
Well, honestly, like, you know, speaking candidly, that his mouth's kind of gotten him some trouble sometimes. Like, you know, even some people at Michigan are like, dude, shh.
But I love
Braylon's
that
like,
about
no,
him.
this is my opinion.
I love that about him. I get it. You're a part of the biggest university in the world. But
Right.
come on. Like, he's a human being. He knows football really well, more than other regular people do. So let him say what he's got to say, and that's what we're going to let him do on the Woodward Sports Network. Not going to limit him one bit whatsoever, because it is his show, The Bottom Line.
Yeah, The Bottom Line starts August 12th, 2 to 4 p.m., so make sure you're watching. Make sure you download the app so you can listen to it. And like you said, I'm excited to hear Braylon Edwards unfiltered, because we know Braylon.
Yeah.
I've known Braylon for a while in this city, hosting clubs. He would always come out and party with us. And dude has an opinion, and he is not afraid to share it. And then you pair him with Ryan Ermani, who is just like a sports freak.
Yeah.
It's going to be such a fun show for the entire city. And then, you know, Michigan games will slide out, do some, you know, maybe go to the big house and have Braylon out there and do some live broadcasts with them. Sunday football broadcasts are going to be amazing here at Woodward Sports. Like, we're gearing up towards football season, and adding that show is such a big piece to that
Did
puzzle.
I ever tell you my backstory of how I know Braylon?
No.
So I was a young kid playing basketball at Lifetime, and you know me, shit talker on the court. And Braylon used to always pop up and play basketball when he was playing in the NFL. And there was this one dude that was talking shit to me, and I was talking shit back. And Braylon doesn't know that I kind of really started it. Braylon got my back, and because we were on the same team, and he was like pushing the dude back away from me.
Nice.
Yeah, so he had my back. So now he's really a part of the team.
So you started it,
Dude,
Joey.
I'm
You
not
were talking
joking.
that shit, and he
I'm
backed
trying
you
to
up.
think how old I was. I was probably like 13 or so.
You're like,
14.
you got no jump shot.
Talking shit to like a 30-year-old. That was me.
Joey will get you in fights if you play sports with him. Like, he's the kid on your team that's always, and then you got to step in and stop shit.
Yep.
That's what happened in our intramural league when we went 0-8 in basketball.
I won't fight. I won't do anything, but I'll have my boys take care of it. So thank you, Stick.
Anytime,
My brother
Joey.
Peter
That's
will
what I'm
talk,
here for, baby.
My brother Peter will talk about that. He's fought probably 5 people for me in my entire life.
Note to self: don't play pickup with Joey. all
No,
right? Unless I'm trying to scrap. All right.
Now I'm big and I can carry myself, thankfully.
Yeah, so that new show, once again, August 12th, so make sure you put it in your calendar right now. We're so excited to announce that as part of the network. Oh, big things happening, and we got some other big shows coming. Like, we're adding like 3 or 4 new shows before the end of August.
And I was just about to say,
Just in time.
people gave us crap, you know, inside the locker room. Oh, you guys like the Spartans? Nah, baby,
Yeah.
we're bringing in the Wolverines too, so it does not matter. You pick your poison.
And I
Yes.
won't lie. Like, these Spartans, though, you look at Brian Mosalem and Jason Strayhorn, like,
Intelligent guys, man.
their opinion, like, if there's any Wolverines that could compete with them, you're more than welcome to join the network as well. Obviously, we got Braylon, but I'm talking about them two alone. Like, it's unbelievable, their take.
Yeah.
Yeah, so yeah, like you said. So sometimes when you see us do things, like, just know there's other plans afterwards. So we put on a Michigan State show, which is on every Tuesday night here. It's called Inside the Locker Room. With Joey just mentioned the host of that. But then we double down and we get Braylon Edwards over here too. So we're balancing it all, because I didn't go to Michigan or Michigan State. I do not have loyalties to either. I went to University of Detroit. We don't even have a football team. So I root
Where's
for
your UDM flag football team, Stick?
I don't even think we got one of those.
Oh, you don't?
No, man.
Damn it.
UD sold their football team in like the 50s.
Sold it?
Yeah, and they built a building instead on the football field.
How do you sell a football team?
I don't know, man. That's just the lore that you heard going
You needed
into
some
it.
cash. You know what I mean? Just sell the football
Dude,
team.
there's something like with the founders of Oakland University, to where they have it written in the whatever the hell you write it in, there's never allowed to be an actual football team at Oakland University. Never. Like Matilda Wilson or whatever I think it is the name of the founders of Oakland University. So they're only allowed to play like rec league football or something.
Huh. It's because of the violence and just like they
I don't know.
It
was the person that passed away that founded Oakland University years ago that wrote it in the
bylaws.
Wow. Yep.
Yeah, I would love for U of D to have a football team. Like, Wayne State has a football team. That's sweet.
Yeah.
I would have loved if U of D had a football team when I was there.
Yeah.
We had a sweet basketball team. Rashad Phillips was playing when I was there.
Rashad Phillips, Ray McCullum. Like, there's a whole bunch of good names that went through U of D.
Yeah, so brand new show coming. University of Michigan's own Braylon Edwards and, of course, Ryan Armani. And then Maz will also be there as well. He'll be kind of sitting where Paige is sitting and just kind of, conducting from the chairs. That's going to be Maz's job. Sit in the chairs and make sure that the boys are staying on point. So make sure you put that in your calendar. August 12th, The Bottom Line with Braylon Edwards and Ryan Armani right here on the Woodward Sports Network. And did you guys hear? One Lion jersey is in the top 50 of sales in the NFL. One Lion. We made one in the top 50. Current player. Ooh. And I think you'll be surprised who it is. We're going to talk about that next right here on Woodward Sports.
We are here, downtown Fenton, my favorite Bridge Street Exchange.
That's right. And you want to switch up your wardrobe this summer? It's this easy. Ready, Joey?
I'm ready.
All right, you ready? I like it. You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again.
All right. Ooh, Brixton. Nice. One more time?
Yes.
Ooh, I like the hat on this one, too. You ready to do it one more time, Joey?
I'm getting tired. One last one.
All right, let's change it. Bro, where's your shirt? You need new clothes this summer. Bridge Street Exchange in Fenton. That's where you need to go. Thank you, guys. Welcome back. It is the Morning Woodward Show live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Training camp going on right now. Live practices. Corey Wood's going to be checking in all day long. And make sure you follow us on social media to get all the updates from Corey, our Detroit Lions insider. And speaking of the Detroit Lions, one person made the top 50 in jersey sales, and I was actually shocked at who it was. Let's just go around the room and guess. I'm
going to start. I'm going to guess with Hawk.
Hawkinson? That would be a solid guess. He had the highest rating in Madden. All right.
Yeah, I was going to say Hawkinson too.
Hawkinson?
Just because he's our best player, obviously.
Okay, I'm going to go something crazy. I'm going to do another guess. Jamal Williams.
That would be crazy. That is not it. That's definitely not it.
Okay.
Fish, do you got a guess?
I know who it is, but I'll
okay,
go
then
with...
don't guess.
Oh, okay. Cool.
He said, I know who it is, but I'll go with... Who are you going to go with then?
I was going to go with Hawkinson.
Oh, okay. But you know who it is.
Yes, because I believe I saw it on the Woodward Sports page.
You did. And so here it is. Jared freaking Goff is in the top 50 of all NFL sales when it comes to jerseys.
What?
And obviously you see him there sitting at 49. It's still top 50. It's 49, but it's still top 50. And you run down the list. Number 1, Tom Brady, of course. Pat Mahomes, Dak Prescott. Joe Burrow sitting at 4 was a shock to me. CeeDee Lamb, Justin Fields.
Whoa, Justin Fields.
Yeah, well, Chicago's a big market.
At number 6, though?
Yeah.
Damn.
And you got to understand, like, the city of Chicago has been waiting on a quarterback, so they get one. Everyone in Chicago has a Justin Fields.
He ain't
jersey.
even the starting quarterback officially
I know,
yet.
but they're excited, man. I mean, it's same thing with, like, Matt Stafford and Jared Goff. They're traded for one another, obviously. Like, look at Matthew Stafford, top 15.
Right.
When he was on the Lions, I don't think he was even close to that. And same with Jared Goff. He's 49.
I won't lie, though. Justin Fields with that number 1 jersey just looks clean.
And it's a clean jersey, too.
Yeah.
I mean, Chicago got, like, Najee Harris, a lot of rookies up here. Trey Lance, 26.
At 26 is shocking to me because, I mean, I know he's the guy, but he's not the guy yet.
And Zach Wilson above Jared Goff? Like, I get Zach Wilson's exciting, but, like, dang, I didn't know there's a lot of people out there buying Jets. He has a new quarterback, so it makes my argument.
That's the thing. Whenever you're a rookie, you're going to get that influx. You're going to get that push, right?
It's always that those guys want to, like Jared Goff. I wish you would be maybe, I guess you can't really beat. Maybe we could beat Khalil Mack. I mean, can we beat Khalil Mack? He's 45. We can get a couple above. But Julio, CMC, Russell Wilson. It's hard to beat those guys. It really is.
Yeah, but honestly, I love it because this is the Jared Goff Lions jersey. It's not Jared Goff jerseys in general. It's strictly Lions. And the fact that so many people are on board for Jared Goff is pretty wild.
Would you actually get a Jared Goff jersey? I know you're not big jerseys yourself, but would you get one? I wouldn't just yet.
Yeah, see, if that was going to be my question to you guys. If you guys had to buy a jersey, gun to your head, who would it be? And I think Hawkinson's kind of the answer that everybody's going to come up with, right? And if you're watching right now, drop it in the chat. What is one jersey of one player that's playing right now that you would want? Jared Goff, it's showing me that people think he's going to be the long term here.
Yeah, like I personally would pick T.J. Hawkinson, obviously, just because you know for sure he's going to be a Lion for a long time, and he's clearly the best Lions player on offense so far. So that would be my pick. I love T.J. Hawkinson, but Jared Goff, his jersey would be interesting just because you buy his jersey, the first quarterback since Matthew Stafford. It's kind of just an interesting kind of story behind buying the jersey, and if we're successful, you can say you've already bought one. So you know what? I can't blame someone for getting Jared Goff jerseys, but personally, I got to go Swift or Hawkinson. That would be my two I'd grab.
Yeah, there's no jersey that I'm like crazy over just yet.
Okay.
I mean, I would say Jason Hanson as a Lion. I definitely go back.
Active players.
Yeah, but active. Let's go with Jack Fox.
Ooh.
Jack Fox?
That'd be a dope jersey.
Show the punter some love.
Yep.
Jamal Williams?
Yeah.
Jamal Williams?
Jamal Williams, I feel like, would be the one. He's my favorite right now. That's for damn sure.
Fields jerseys will be flooding Goodwill in a few years.
I don't think so. I'm scared. I hope so, but I don't think so.
A TJ or a Swift jersey. Yeah, if I had to go, man, I'm either going Hawkinson or Sewell. I think Sewell. I think Sewell will be a great jersey, especially if he ends up being that mauler and that aggressive, angry dude that Ndamukong Suh used to be. Because that's what I have in my head that he's going to perform like. Just be an absolute animal on that offensive line.
I feel like I couldn't wear a Sewell jersey because he's such a big dude that I don't represent Sewell. You know. I'm not worthy enough of having a big man's jersey
like that. Molbach jersey, hell yeah, the long snapper.
I'm surprised there's not more Penny Sewell names in here. I see some Frank Ragnow's, but Penny Sewell would be a really sweet jersey. I mean, even if he's a big man, but so is T.J. Hawkinson, and I'd be wearing his jersey. So you know what?
Nice. I got an Okudah mention. I like that.
Hey, shout out to Okudah.
Yeah, from everything we've been hearing, not only from Corey and stuff like that, but Okudah. This should be a big year for him.
Yeah.
I mean, his mindset is better. His skill set has come along. And just overall, the defensive scheme should fit in a little bit better to his game. Sewell, Dre Swift, easy.
Yeah, you see his profile picture, obviously.
Yeah. Joey, who'd you go with?
I'm going to go with final answer, Jamal Williams.
Jamal Williams. All right, Fish, if you had to buy one Lions jersey, who would it be?
I would go Goff, I guess.
You would go Goff?
Yeah.
Do you think he's going to be the quarterback of the future?
Yes, sir, I do. 10-7.
He's in the limo. He's in that limo with Art.
Drink that Kool-Aid, baby.
Drink that Kool-Aid.
I was shocked to see that in the top 50, especially over a Hawkinson. You figure with all the hype that he's getting in fantasy football talks about him being a top 4 or 5 tight end, and then you see, his Madden rating was 85, kind of disrespected him. He should have probably been a little bit higher in Madden, but either way, that was the second highest Lion. Ragnow rated an 88.
So what I love about Detroit sports, anytime you go to a game, just say you're at Ford Field, say you're at Comerica Park, Little Caesars Arena, you're always seeing the fans wearing old jerseys.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
It's so rare, besides Stafford, it's so rare, and Calvin Johnson, it's so rare that you're actually repping the current players.
How many Stafford jerseys do you think we're going to see this year? You think people are still going to be coming out in droves repping Stafford?
I mean, we saw a freaking Darko Milicic at our draft party, so I'm sure we will.
True.
That was so random.
Drew, I'll never forget his name.
Ooh, Amon-Ra St. Brown. Yes, good job, Steve Brown. Well, yeah, your last name is Brown. You should get a St. Brown jersey. That'd be dope.
Yeah.
I kind of want to throw back Dan Campbell jersey. Yes.
Dude, that would be legendary. If you show up to a game this year with a throwback Dan Campbell jersey, that is badass.
Especially the black ones, because that's when he played.
Do we think Cunningham is going to be one of the highest selling jerseys of all time?
Of all time?
For Detroit sports.
Oh, we'll
think
see
so.
this year. If he has a great rookie year, yes, for sure.
I'm
The hype is
interested to
there.
see what his shoes look like from Nike.
Oh, yeah.
That's what I'm interested to
Yep.
see because, you know, we really haven't had anybody with their own shoe here in Detroit in a long time. I was helping the Sneaker Box podcast last night, and, you know, they brought up Grant Hill's Fila's. And that's really like the last Detroit signature shoe.
I was just about to say, you just brought it up to me to remind me. We're going to have a signature shoe from one of our own players. Like,
yeah.
How crazy. I guess I'm going to wear those into work every single day. I'm going to rep them proud. I'm going to rep them proud.
I mean, Langston Galloway, he had to make his own deal happen because of his whole LG kicks. So he was by far my favorite shoe person ever, but it wasn't an actual endorsement deal that he had.
Right. So, Jared Goff, people love you here already, man. They put you in the top 50 in jersey sales. Honestly, I was shocked when I saw it. I didn't think that many people were on that Goff bandwagon like that. Maybe it was Art in the back just buying jersey after jersey.
Plus.
Yeah, just buying them by the droves.
Okay, question for you. Game 1, are we going to see more Stafford jerseys or more Goff jerseys in the stands?
Oof. Probably Stafford, just out of 12 years of retroactive buying.
Yeah.
And you know what makes me kind of upset to say that? Because, like, as Jared Goff, you come into your first game at your new team and everyone's wearing Stafford jerseys. I don't know. But then again, what if Stafford goes to L.A. and everyone's still wearing Goff jerseys? So it's vice versa. All right, you don't really know.
That's a good point.
Yeah, they seem to love Stafford in L.A., man.
They probably already burned their Golf jerseys already.
Right. They're all over that dude. So, yeah, congratulations, Jared Goff. Just live up to it, please. These people invested in you now. You need to be here for more than 2 years. So this year, let's have a good year and prove that you're the franchise quarterback that some of us believe that you can be. And if you believe that you're a good golfer and you want to golf with our boy D-Mac, Joey, tell them about Pam.
We got them on them last way. This is the last way you can get in on this golf outing. We're hooking you up with a chance to win a twosome to the 3rd annual Darren McCarty charity golf outing on August 6th this weekend at the Links of Novi. And this bad boy is sold out, of course. It's a DMAC event. They always sell out. So you could go to woodwardsports.com right now. Public Adjusters of Michigan, we got to thank them for giving you this last chance right there at the top of the website. And they get you money. That's what I love about Pam. And they do all of the work. So check them out at callpamfirst.com as well.
Welcome to the Call Sam Chopper Shop, where you can win a custom-built chopper while helping our veterans at the same time.
Watch as the Bad Pig Custom Team turns this bike into a one-of-a-kind classic chopper.
And when it's finished, we'll be donating the bike to Volunteers of America Michigan to raffle off in support of our vets.
A great cause to give back to those who've given so much.
Watch for Call Sam Chopper Shop episodes on our social media channels and get your raffle ticket today at callsam.com/chopper shop.
Welcome back to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Thank you guys for watching us, whether it's on Facebook, YouTube, Twitter, or Twitch, and then making sure you listen on the app, which is free for download in the Apple or Google Play Store. We made our big announcement this morning. We got a new show coming. It's called The Bottom Line with Braylon Edwards and Ryan Ermani. It will be on daily, Monday through Friday, 2 to 4 p.m. right here on the Woodward Sports Network. And I see some people in the chat are worried about the hook and other things. Don't worry, we have a game plan. We're going to reveal all of it over some time, but just know 2 to 4, August 12th, that is when the Bottom Line kicks off right here. And tonight at 6 p.m., NBA free agency starts. And we talked about it a little bit earlier. The Pistons have about $17 million in cap space, which is a decent amount of money. You could sign a pretty good person for that. So I kind of wanted to run through who's available right now for free agents. And we can start with guys that are kind of unattainable. You know, like Chris Paul didn't re-sign with the Suns. He's going to be out there, but he's getting like $40 million a year. So I don't know if we could be in that ball game.
I don't get hot still. I mean, he's proven himself, but that's a lot of money.
Right. Kawhi Leonard, also another guy that didn't re-sign. So he is also a free agent. But once again, he's in that $30 million range.
Yep.
If I was Dwayne Casey, though, I'd kind of be happy to get Kawhi Leonard and prove that I could win a championship with him after what happened in Toronto.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe they try to make something work with him. And then Mike Conley, he's a point guard, a good point guard, but I can't believe Conley commands $30 million.
Yeah, credit to his agent.
Right.
For getting that man paid.
Yeah, and then Kyle Lowry, once again, Dwayne Casey has some familiarity with him. Obviously, he's, he played in Toronto with Dwayne Casey. Solid point guard, somebody who can light up the buckets, somebody who can score. You see him, against Milwaukee right there.
Champs.
And I did hear the Miami Heat, they re-signed Dragic to like a big contract, and they might be trying to sign and trade him for Kyle Lowry. That's what reports are saying.
Okay.
Coach. So Kyle Lowry may be on his way to the Miami Heat, but it's still a great option to look at.
Honestly, even if we could get Lowry, I don't know if I want him here at this point, because if you bring him in, that's either pushing Killian to the bench or Cade.
Yeah, you'd have to pay him dirtbag money, which he wants to go to a championship team. So
right,
you can't. I think he's making like 20-something mil right now, so a little over.
Yeah,
over
30.5 million.
Oh
man.
Yeah. No, thank you.
He's getting paid. DeMar DeRozan making about $27 million. He's available once again. Somebody Dwayne Casey has some familiarity with. I don't think DeRozan's going to re-sign for a max again. So this could be a guy that you could steal. He's a $26 million a year guy, but you may be able to get him for like 17.
Yeah, not much of a shooter, but he is a gifted scorer. I mean, you see these in these highlight videos. I mean, the guy can score from mid-range. So, hey, anyone who plays with Cade that can score like this is going to benefit.
Yeah, you wonder what Dwayne Casey's relationship is with him.
Right.
After Toronto and then he gets shipped out. They win a championship without him. That's kind of got to be weird. But the number one name on this list that has been rumored to come to the Pistons, and Joey, you kind of mentioned it earlier during your news, Tim Hardaway Jr., who obviously went to University of Michigan, so he's familiar with the area. He's around $17 million. He can light up the gym, but do you bring him in as a sixth man? That's the question. And are you paying your sixth man 17 mil?
I don't know about 17 mil, but the guy, you pay him 10+ million, and he can really score the ball. He can shoot the ball from deep. Luka loved him, and we can make all the comparisons from Luka to Cade all we want, but they both need shooters. I mean, whether it's Duncan Robinson, he's a restricted free agent, young guys who can shoot the ball. I mean, Timmy Hardaway, he's not the youngest guy, but he's not old either, and he could shoot the ball. Cade would love to play with him, and even coming off as a sixth man, if he's okay with it, he's going to get plenty of shooting opportunities. He's going to shoot the ball. I mean, Cade will make sure of that. So would be a great option. We don't have a lot of spacing as of right now. We have guys who are young, like Sadiq Bey could shoot the hell out of the ball. There's other guys who could shoot the ball, but he is a real shooter, pure shooter. So I think it'd be a great pickup.
Duncan Robinson actually is a good name to hear. I mean, he just got off of his rookie contract, though, so he's going to get some money. I think he just got off a 3-year, $3 million contract. So to see where he's going to jump up to after this, I feel like he's going to get big money.
Right.
Yeah, and he's restricted, so anywhere he signs, the Heat can match it. So there is that too.
Well, let's run down the rest of the list that's available right now, and you guys just a quick yes or no. Dennis Schroeder.
No.
Okay, he's $17 million. Bobby Portis.
Honestly, I wouldn't be mad. He brings energy off the bench. Like, that's a good guy to have just in your lineup, but not for big money, no.
Joey?
Yeah, it depends on the price, I would say.
Yeah.
Dude, Bobby Portis always looks like he's ready to fucking square up.
But I like that.
He always looks gangster.
Him and Beef right next to each other? Come on.
Yeah, that's an intimidating front line right there. Danny Green. He's available for about $15 million.
Oh, 15. Okay. Well,
that's what he's making now, I guess. Okay. Everything I list is what they're currently making.
Yeah, but you got to realize, coming to Detroit, though, you got to add a couple more million to their pay because they all hate coming to Detroit.
But to Jeff's point earlier, I think that narrative may be changing. Like, so people are going to want to come and play with Cade.
Yeah.
Period. Like, they're going to want to do that. Let's see. Who else is on this list? Andre Iguodala. He's going pretty much to Miami. That's in the book, or going to L.A.
He's a contender. He's going to.
Yeah, he's gonna get the vet minimum and go play for like $600K in L.A. Kelly Oubre. That is somebody that's been brought up a couple times.
The pretty boy. I wouldn't be mad. He could shoot. He could score. So you know what? It depends on the price, though. Like, what is he? Do you know what he's making right now? Does it say?
Kelly Oubre, 15.
So honestly, if a little around that price range, I mean, the guy can get you like 16 points a game off the bench, 15 points. So he's like another good option if we can't land Hardaway. You know what I mean?
JJ Redick, I don't think we need that mess here. Kelly Olynyk, that's one person that has been brought up, and I've seen
another name.
I've seen a buzz around him on Pistons Twitter.
Yep.
Yeah, more guys who can shoot the ball. I mean, that's the common theme. Like Kelly Olynyk, he can space the floor, and he can play backup center. Obviously, we lost Mason Plumlee. So they're going to be looking at guys who can, number one, shoot the ball, and number two, just play hard basketball. That's why Bobby Portis is in there, too.
Yeah, I'll just run down some more names. Trevor Ariza's available, Patrick Mills, Tony Snell, Spencer Dinwiddie.
Tony Snell, bring him back.
Or Dinwiddie. Norman Powell. Paul Millsap, who is old as hell, but he'd be a great serviceable off-the-bench big man. Lonzo Ball is a restricted free agent. Lewis Williams, and then P.J. Tucker as well. So Derrick Rose we could bring back. I don't know if you want to do that. But really, those are the big names in that kind of range that we could get. Nobody that's like, oh, man, this changes the franchise.
Yeah, nothing that really moves the needle. But there is a Nerlens Noel, which has been in conversations a lot lately. Like, I've been seeing those float around. He's a solid big man. It's really just about finding consistency and guys who can play defense or shoot the ball. I mean, you need those two because you have Cade who can do it all. You got these young guys who have great, they know their roles. And now you just want to bring in guys that can kind of fit with those guys. Like Paul Millsap, great example. He'd be a serviceable vet. He could shoot the ball and play defense. I love Timmy Hardaway. I mean, not the best defender, but he can shoot the ball. So I think Troy knows what he's doing. He's targeting shooting, and he's targeting guys that can help Cade and help Killian, obviously space the floor, because they're a tremendous passer. So I got to trust Troy, but the free agency pool isn't that deep, man. It's not a good one.
Yeah, I was just looking for Noel on this list to see how much he's making.
Because he signed to the Knicks for a pretty cheap deal. But,
yeah, $4.3 million.
Yeah, he'd be a solid guy. I think he played like 10 minutes a game. He averaged 2 blocks in 10 minutes. I'm like, dude, if you could block that many shots in 10 minutes with the Knicks, come over here to Detroit.
What do we say Hardaway's at right now?
Money-wise?
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Tim Hardaway Jr. is 17.73.
He's up there too.
I wonder if he would ask for. I mean, how old is he? Does it say that too? I think he's like 28 years
29.
old.
Yeah,
29. So I wonder if the price changes a little bit. I mean, he had a good season, but 17 mil is a little steep, man. If you lock him up for a couple of years, I mean that's a lot of money.
Yeah, he's been in the league 8 years, so. A little long in the tooth, but still not bad. I mean, NBA players really don't hit their stride till what, 4th, 5th year in the league anyways.
Yeah.
So, he's mature.
Yeah.
He's mature. But I'm just interested to see how that would fit in the lineup and what does that do? Do you start him? Do you move Killian to the bench? Like, I do love when Dwayne Casey was talking earlier about just how Cunningham could even play the 4 at some
Stretch
points.
4.
Yeah, put him at the 4 and then Jeremy Grant at the 5. Like, it's going to be really interesting how they piece this thing together this year.
Yeah, that's the cool thing about NBA and where it's gone, too. It's like you don't only need a guard player now because you can have a guard at so many different positions. You don't need that big man. That's how we just got rid of Mason Plumlee. So, I mean, I feel like there's a lot of ways we could go with this, and I'm excited. 6 o'clock today, the free agency opens up.
And I love Killian Hayes, but like the scary part is if Tim Hardaway comes in here and he's gonna hoop, he's gonna play well. Killian might even be slid to the 6th man. Like that's the only thing. Like just having a rookie year like he did, and he wasn't the healthiest, but hey man, the NBA moves on. Like if you're not playing and you're not playing well, like. The other guys are playing well, so they'll get their playing time. So it's a big year for him, especially like I'm excited in the summer league to see how these guys play, like develop.
Yeah, and what we get to see too, if some of these guys go down to the Motor City Cruise, like we get to go watch them play too. I love what the Pistons are building. So yeah, we wanted to take a look at available free agents and who the Pistons could be targeting. If you guys have anybody that we didn't mention that's on your list that you think we should go get, please drop it in the chat right now because I want to know what you guys think too. Yeah, God, I can't wait.
Yeah,
do you think we're gonna make a signing tonight, or do you think it's gonna be a couple days? Because they cleared a lot of cap space.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, trust Troy Weaver. The guy is gonna come in and do his due diligence. So if you don't sign anybody today, he has something working up in the arsenal. I believe so.
Yep, and trust your people at Levels. Levels, their grand opening is happening this month. We're finally here. It's August. The grand opening of Levels is happening, and it's gonna be amazing going on in Centerline. And then once they get open, it's going to be a lot of fun because then the delivery service starts and we get to tell you all about the great deals that they're going to be running specifically with Woodward Sports. So make sure you go check out their website right now, enjoylevels.com, or give them a follow on Instagram at enjoylevels.
Hey guys, I'm D-Mac.
Hey guys, I'm Pilar.
That was a little slow.
Right.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I wasn't ready. I was doing this.
Hi, I'm D-Mac.
Hey, I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. You're lit. Hi, I'm D-Mac.
I'm Pilar.
I'm Maz. We suck.
You suck.
Catch us Monday to Friday, 3 to 5.
Every day right here on The Hook.
On Woodward Sports Network.
Good morning, everyone.
Extra, extra, read all about it.
Let's get into Joey's news.
Let's go.
Unfortunate news for the U.S. women's national soccer team. They will not be competing for gold this year after suffering the 1-0 upset loss to Canada in the Tokyo semifinal. And just a little update for you on U.S. and how we're looking with our medals. We got 61 right now, 21 gold, 24 silver, and 16 bronze medals, Fish.
Do you want me to add on to that? Yes, that's good. Go USA.
Yes, that's good.
Looking good.
Go USA. Fish's second favorite country.
China's in first/second, depending on how you look at it. So, I've been enjoying the Olympics. I'm watching field hockey right now. I was watching soccer earlier.
You're not watching Team USA Japan baseball right now?
I was watching a little bit of that. How is it? Why don't you fill us in, Stick?
I think Japan just tied it up in the bottom of the ninth, 6-6, with an RBI single, or an RBI fielder's choice.
Do you like the baseballs in the Olympics?
I love Olympic baseball. I love the World Baseball Classic.
It's
I love
a
all that
different game, too.
Yeah, it's just fun to watch these guys represent their country, man. Like, to me, there is no greater privilege than representing your country around the world, period.
Right.
Period.
We have an Olympic topic coming up, Stick.
Yeah, if we don't hit it now, we're going to talk about it from 11 to 1.
Ooh, all right, done. 11 to 1.
All right, yeah, me and Fish got a debate coming up today.
Oof.
So you don't want to miss it. 11 to 1 Baligian, well, Bell and Blank show.
The Bell and Blank show.
/ this week it'll be Stick and whoever else.
Yep, yeah, because Bell and Baligian are both out this week. So yeah, it's gonna be an
the
interesting.
Joy Bell and whoever wants to join him show.
Yeah, no, Joy ain't even here.
So it's whoever joins show.
The Joy Bell birthday extravaganza week show where I'm not here, but we'll have people filling in. It's gonna be good times though. I like when the young guys on this network get a chance to talk, like Jeff and stuff like that. Like that's the only way we're gonna grow too. Is not only bringing on the Braylon Edwards and the Yermanis of the world, but also letting guys like Jeff.
Can I bring up something?
You can always bring up something, Fish.
Well, you guys might get angry at me off the air. Anyways, can you guys fill me in on why you guys just all decided to take vacations at the same time? You decided to tell me, hey, this is when we were taking a break. Maybe I should have taken a break this week.
Didn't you just take a vacation?
Yeah, but I would have loved to.
How many vacations you need, Fish?
No. I'm saying I would have loved to coordinate it so that we would have all been off at the same time.
No, this is the thing. You can't coordinate this. This is causing chaos that everybody's taking vacation.
I know it's causing chaos.
Like Maz is out Wednesday through
I'm
next Wednesday.
audioing myself on
D-Mac's
Friday.
going to be out Wednesday through next Wednesday. Joik is out. Like we are trying to piece it together this week, Fish. We need your body, baby.
D-Mac's out next week?
Yeah.
Well, I know he's out Friday.
Yeah.
Friday I'm audioing myself.
Yep, it's going to be the Fish show on Friday. That's it. 6 hours of Fish.
Y'all ain't going to be here. Must be nice.
I'll be here. Don't worry.
Well, you will. Joey, you will not.
Joey will not be here Friday.
I'll be here, Fish. I'll be here, too.
Yeah, it's chaos this week.
Andrew Jones is out. We would have had him. He's out.
But honestly,
Mayor's out.
Fish, if we don't get it out of the way now, once football season starts, there are no breaks.
Yeah, nobody's allowed a vacation during football season.
It would have been nice to, have a vacation that's coordinated with you guys so that you don't gotta.
It also would have been nice, Fish, if former Detroit Lions players could speak highly of our team, but they do not. Darius Slay on his excitement against playing the Lions this season.
Detroit, you excited for that one?
No, not anymore. That right. I was. If Patricia was there, I'd have been very excited.
All right. I love the reporter.
The
all right. Well,
he got the answer he wanted. Yeah. He checked out like, all right, clip that up. Let's post it up. Go viral.
That's exactly what it was. Like, we got it. Close down.
I love when reporters ask those questions that you know what they're going to say, but you just want to hear them say it so you get credit for that video. That reporter right there got it. And Matthew Stafford doing something that he did a lot of here in Detroit in training camp.
Pick six.
Man, he hit the wrong button on Madden right there, man.
He meant to hit B instead of X.
You got to throw that away and outside.
Yeah.
Hey, is it really a pick six if he didn't technically go all the way back?
No, he was gone.
He was gone, man. No one was
catching
that.
But he stopped.
No, he's still running.
Is he still running?
He's skipping.
He skipped all the way down there. There's no, no one's chasing him down and. And with that, honestly, I'm not going to look too much into that, but we've seen that before. On the goal line, Matthew Stafford, pick six the other way. What was it, last year? He just threw one right at T.J. Watt. And he just
right
ran,
at him.
here you go, bah! right in your face.
And I know he's a big dude that you cannot miss out on a football field.
Right.
So he drops
Isn't
back.
it
You see
J.J.
him.
Watt?
Was it J.J. Watt?
It was J.J. Watt.
Okay.
Lions, Texans, Thanksgiving?
Yep.
Yeah,
it was J.J. Watt.
Yeah,
Yep.
J.J., yep.
Did I say T.J.?
Yes.
My bad.
Yeah, that pick six was ridiculous, man. Ripped it right out of the air.
And the Tigers finishing with a winning record the last 3 months. May was 14-13, and June was 14-13. July just finished off 14-12. Detroit hasn't finished with a winning record in 3 consecutive months in a season since September 2016.
It's a long time, man. That's 5 years.
Hey, but at least we're trending upward. That's the only way I look at it.
All franchises, too.
We got something to look forward to with the Tigers. You know, at first when the season started, it's like the only thing we're going to be looking forward to is Miggy chasing that 500 and his hit total.
Yep.
Now, at least you could go to the ballpark and know that you're going to see some competitive baseball. And I went to one game this year. It got rained out, so I really haven't been able to see live baseball in like 2 years. But it's nice to see some energy back in that ballpark.
And not necessarily hitting home runs. They're still beating teams. You know what I mean?
497, though, so 3 more away. Once he hits that 499, I'm going to games. I want to be there just to experience something like that. Like that's going to be a night at the park or a day at the park.
That's history, baby.
History being made.
I need him to hit 499, like to end the game, and the next game we can all go. Like I just want to see the 500th home run. I think that'd be great.
The eyes are playing, as D-Mac says. Tyler Bertuzzi being re-signed to a 2-year contract with the Detroit Red Wings, and I love this move right here. I love that video
Larkin
too.
spanking him. Did you see
He's
that?
like,
That's a captain.
He was holding
with
his
the
ass
stick,
too.
just
Look
straight
at
up
that.
spanking him.
Spank.
Look at him. He grabs it. He's like, oh, that hurt.
I know you got pads on, but that's still got to not feel comfortable.
Hell no. Slap shot right on the ass from a captain? No.
He wasn't captain actually in that video, so he didn't have the swing yet. And lastly, John Cena surprising the audience at Birmingham 8 by Imagine Theaters for the Suicide Squad. Imagine just being there to watch a trailer, to watch a pre-screening of a movie, and he just pops in the theater.
You can't even see him either.
Literally.
No, I'm just joking.
Is he there? Is he there? Hey, Corey's at home right now, at practice right now, watching this, loving that joke.
Yeah, Mikey, that was great. I gotta give credit to Mikey for that.
Oh, Mikey did that?
Yeah, he said that in the chat the first time.
Corey went to the WWE SmackDown last night.
You think Corey would miss it?
Yeah, him, D-Mac, and Ant went last night, and a lot of people went.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Oh, dude, that like, if you're a WWE fan, you are a fan.
I'll never understand it.
Nope.
I want to go to an event like that so I can get a better understanding, but I stopped watching wrestling when I was like 12 years old, and I just never picked it back up. But I know some grown-ass men who will punch you hard if you tell them, I don't like wrestling. Like, the people that love wrestling love it. They live it.
If you just watch one of the events, man, you see the guys in the crowd, like grown men holding their baby, yelling at the people in the
with their
ring.
mock championship belt and
That's
stuff
my
like
favorite.
that.
The belts are my favorite part about it.
Yeah.
And we go out to Paige real quick, Central Michigan zone, our intern, who we only got a couple more weeks left on the show. What do we got to add to this?
Thank you. So the gymnastics finals are actually happening right now with the Olympics. And the U.S. Jade Carey won her own individual event with the floor. So she got the gold medal in the floor event. And now Simone Biles is actually giving competing another go. The U.S. gymnastics said that Biles would do the last event, which is the beam tonight. It will be her first competition since she withdrew from the women's team final last Tuesday night after suffering from the twisties and citing concerns for her mental health and physical safety. Now, Biles will have one final shot at winning an individual gold in Tokyo early this morning, but I'm excited to see her compete and see if she can pull through and get this medal for herself and for the U.S.
I like the term the twisties. Like it's a horrible thing that could cause crazy injury,
but it
sounds
term.
so cute.
It's a playful name.
Like, oh, I just got the twisties.
I wonder if they did that on purpose. They're like, oh, we're gonna make it sound really, really nice and really cute, but it's actually like the scariest thing ever. Like, imagine you're just in the air and you just have no idea when you're gonna land, how many turns you're doing. It's actually pretty scary.
They're like luring you in. They're like, you might just have a twisty. They're like, oh, that's fine.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, wait
Jesus
a
Christ.
minute. Yeah.
Yeah, one time I was hammered on a pontoon boat.
Did some twisties?
Well, I jumped in the water and I forgot which way was up. Like,
no,
Dude,
you
no.
didn't. Are you kidding me?
That happens. When people drink and there's water, I swear to God, it happens. I've heard this happen before.
Yeah, and it scared the shit out of me, honestly. Like, it was terrifying. But, like, my smart brain took over my drunk brain, and I was like, well, if I just float, I'll go to the top. So I just, like, stopped struggling
So
altogether.
you were swimming down trying to get up.
No way.
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Or, like, sideways, like, because, you're inebriated. You don't know what the hell's going on.
Yeah,
So
that
That's why
definitely did
booze
not
and like
surprise me.
lakes are such a bad mix, and that's why so many people, die every single year being at like the 4th of July on lakes, because it happens. You lose all sorts of.
Well, this was night swimming,
direction.
too, so it was all dark.
Oh my
It's not like I
gosh.
could see light up top or
See,
anything like that.
I've never been like gone in my life. Like drank so much that I was wasted beyond knowing anything. But to
Yeah, me
hear
neither.
that, like, I don't care how much I drank. If I jump in the water, I know exactly what the hell I'm doing.
You think so, but you don't.
Until you're
Not-
there.
not
Trying
when
to
you're
tell you right
hammered.
now. You may think, I don't know. I'm just trying to imagine, like, I'm getting my floaties when I'm going. I'm getting my floaties, and I'm not worrying about it.
Paige, have you had experience with this? Because you seem to understand what I'm talking about.
Me personally, no, because I've never put myself in
You've
that
never
situation.
drank?
Because you're a responsible
You've never
young
drank
lady.
in your life?
I've never drank and jumped in the water and not known what direction is up. I'll say that.
It will happen,
but
though.
I've heard. I mean, there's been some unfortunate like circumstances like in my town that it's happened to people, and it's been like really scary. And I've heard it happen to like a couple of my friends. So
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of it happening before. Boats and booze and sun don't really mix that well.
Right.
I've had some bad experiences with drinking during the day and
Boats and hoes, not boats and booze.
seriously, I mean,
Well,
yeah.
I mean, they all go together. Like, I gotta be honest with you.
You do all three of them, man. You do them all.
The hoes are fun, but you throw the booze in, the hoes get a lot more fun.
Hey, the 3 Bs. That sounds like a good day to me.
But yeah, honestly, scary as hell.
Wow.
So in high school, we used to know like 4 kids that lived on Union Lake. And like at night, they would all take their parents' pontoon boats out to the middle of the lake and
Oh,
we'd
yeah.
tie them all up. Kind of like a mini Jobby Nooner. But, the cops aren't coming out there because you're in the middle of the lake. It's hard, even if the cops do like flash you from the shore, you just 4 boats take
you just
off in
dip.
4 different directions.
You
And
just hope you're not the one that gets caught.
yeah, you hope you're not the 25% that gets caught. But yeah, I'll never forget that. I dove in, it was dark, and I'm like, where am I? Oh my God, am I up? Am I down? What is going on? And then I just floated to the top, and I was good.
It's amazing.
I was good.
That's what saved your life, that just relax and float.
Yep.
And you're just floated right
Yep.
back up to the
When
top.
in doubt, do nothing.
Facts.
What else you got for us, Paige?
That was it.
That was it?
Awesome. I want to give a little shout out to my people over at Northwestern Tech because it's 10.5 months to change your life forever. So if you're watching right now or listening and you're thinking of a new career, check them out right now at northwesterntech.edu. We toured this campus and you see the way that they take care of their students. I mean, they're not even large classrooms because they focus on every student, give them their full undivided attention, and this is what you need. 10.5-month hands-on HVAC program, northwesterntech.edu.
Hi, I'm David Hall from Hall Financial. With historically low interest rates and 5-star service, you could pay your mortgage off faster without increasing your monthly payment. Get started now at 248-308-5000 or chat with us online. Call hallfirst.com.
Welcome to the Morning Woodward Show, live on the Woodward Sports Network, Detroit's all-digital sports network. Absolutely beautiful. I don't see a cloud in the sky out there
Looking
today
that nice,
on
huh?
Woodward. Uh-oh. There's a cop pulling somebody
do
over
see
on
some
Woodward.
police sirens, though.
There's some cop sirens going on Woodward, so don't be speeding today through Birmingham, just to let you know. Jeff, you would like to gather up all these videos of what was trending through the weekend, and let's see what you got, baby.
Today on What's Trending with Jeff, we got, to start it off, a great Giannis video. You love Giannis. Everyone loves Giannis. The guy's humble, and he's just so nice to everybody he meets. Doesn't matter if the kid's 10, doesn't matter if they're 55. He's just so sweet. Met this kid in a store, and the kid has a basketball background, and Giannis gave some great advice to him on to have success in playing basketball.
What up, man? What's your name?
Teddy.
Teddy, that's the name. You play basketball?
Yeah.
Are you good at it? Can you shoot? That's it. Don't be like me. Don't be all donkey. Keep shooting that thing.
And I love because people always give kids crap because Curry came into the league. Everyone's like, you're shooting too much. And now Giannis is here, and they're like, no, keep shooting, all right? Don't do what he does. Don't only dunk.
I mean, that's the best advice to give to a kid. You know, you can't ever let that confidence go down on a kid. Just keep shooting the ball. You'll figure yourself out.
But, no, I thought that was great. Shout out to Giannis, won championship, first championship this year. And moving on, Josie Muffley, Florida State softball.
What an unfortunate last name for this young lady.
Muffley.
Oh, my God.
Can
you imagine
tough.
her whole life she goes through being called Muff? Like, honestly.
But you know what? She made up for it with this amazing tag. Check it out.
Swing and a miss. Runner does go this time.
What a great play.
Jesus.
But she's still getting ripped off for the nicknames.
Yeah, that's a muff play right there. She killed it.
She muffed it.
Beautiful.
She muffed it.
Dude, that is awesome.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
That is pure athleticism, too, right there. Not to come down on that chick, to, like, spike her right in the back.
I'd pull every muscle in my body if I tried doing that.
Did they call her out, by the way?
Yeah.
Can we confirm
They
that
did.
they called her out?
If they didn't, I'd riot.
Well, the graphics still at the end still had the woman on second base. And it sounded like they were talking, and there's no reviews in college softball, so I want to know if they actually called her.
We'll be the refs today, Fish. She's out. All right, we don't know. I don't know what happened at that game, but they're wrong.
You're out!
There you go.
That's my umpire call.
There you go.
Okay, well, that's fine and well, but during the actual game itself.
Fish, what would you think? What do you think? If you were on that field and you were an umpire, what would you say?
Well, I definitely would have said out,
Okay.
but that's not my discretion to choose. It's up to the umpire.
Well, I think she'd be upset if she wasn't
So
out.
I want to know if she was safe. It sounded like she was safe. But
We'll go back and find out,
Yeah,
Fish.
we'll do our research, Fish. All right.
Just believe that. Imagine that it was out. All right.
okay, I can imagine it was out.
Okay. All right, moving on. LeBron James over the weekend was at a club. You know what? A guy came up to him unexpectedly with his camera, and LeBron didn't like it very much. Check this out. Oh, he gave him a stiff arm, man, like Barry Sanders. Look at that.
LeBron's so huge.
Yeah,
Such
he
a
is.
big
He is
guy.
massive, man.
Just
6'9" in a club like that.
Oh my
Just
goodness.
stiff arms that guy.
I mean,
He's protecting his lady at that point.
I get it. If it was Savannah, then I 100% agree. He's just clearing the way.
Can we go back to the ending of that? Yeah.
What happened?
The squatty little white chick got thrown out of the group. Look there's two girls at the very end, both in black outfits. One of them gets to go, the one in front, and then they're like, nope, sorry, stay the hell out, chick. And she just stands there like, Becky got to go.
That is a clout chaser, ladies and gentlemen. She is trying to.
And that first one got through though.
Right.
Yeah, she's probably looking back like, hey, I'm in.
I'm with her. I'm with her. She ain't with you no more.
I'm with LeBron now. No, but I mean, honestly, I want to get your guys' opinion. Like, you're LeBron in that situation. Guy comes up with the camera, not aggressively. You give him that stiff arm.
No.
You're just kind of like, whatever. This guy's 5'10" or 5'8".
Dude, that happens all day, every day to a person of that caliber. Like, come on.
Like, even Joey, in a mild form, is like a mini celebrity here in Detroit. Like, everywhere we go, somebody knows Joey.
There ain't no damn phones at my face like that, though.
I mean, I've seen it where people want to take a picture with you,
Yeah,
and I've never
pictures.
seen you fucking stiff arm somebody.
Dude, because you're thankful that someone recognizes you.
Exactly.
But when you're at that point, it's kind of like to the point where, I hope nobody recognizes me. But he knows anywhere he walks, that's why he's got security with him. He's going to get recognized everywhere he goes.
6'8", 260. Going to be tough to not get noticed.
Massive human being. But you know what? He might have been having a bad day. We never know. But that's it today on What's Trending with Jeff.
All right, Mr. Fish, you got some great facts for us on this Monday?
I hope so.
All right, let's hit it.
Is it time? Yeah, it is. Fish!
Go fish.
Fish facts.
It's fish!
All right, what you got for us today, Fishy?
Today's Monday. It's a great weekend. I had a very fun weekend. We had Olympics. We had a bunch of stuff going on this weekend. We start with a video as always. We'll go out to the land of awesomeness. Australia. They played this game today because of COVID. They had to relocate the games because they had the government's very strict. So they're under very strict protocols. That was a very nice play there. They have to wear masks when they're not playing. They're under the toughest protocols they claim in the world. I don't believe that, but you can believe whatever you want. But anyways, they're playing. So, suck it. And by the way, speaking of that, the Olympics is 6 days away, 7 days away, or 6 days away from completing. So, just saying, on Monday, when they play, all the whiny wieners are going to get it. So, anyways, we go to the facts today. We have baseball for you to start off the facts. Well, yeah, you know those people. The people that are like, you can't play during COVID. You're going to get everyone sick. All the athletes are going to die. Blah, blah. Well, it hasn't happened yet. And there's only been, as far as I know, one event that's been canceled.
Tell them to suck it, Fish.
So, well, once Monday comes, today week, I will tell them once the Olympics finish. By the way, closing ceremony on Sunday. Hopefully you guys participate in that. Probably not.
Not participating, but I'll watch.
Well, okay,
They
you
didn't
get the
invite me this year.
participate / watch.
After the last torch incident, you know.
Yeah.
We have facts for you today. Chris Bryant, Anthony Rizzo, and Javier Baez all homered in their team debuts after recent trades from the Cubs.
Damn.
Cubs, Rizzo on the 30th with the Yankees, Baez 31st with the Mets, and Bryant on the 1st with the Giants. August.
Japan just walked off Team USA in the bottom of the 8th.
10th.
Or bottom of the 10th.
Ugh.
So anyways, do you like it when people homer with new teams? I mean, obviously you don't, but...
Homer with new teams?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, they all obviously homer with new teams.
Dude, especially the first game, that's got to be the best feeling in the world.
Yeah, I've been on, like, when I was playing travel ball, you know, sometimes when your team would lose, you get picked up by another team. And it was always good to go, like, first game and have a good first game for that new team.
It's good for you, but not for the team that traded him. You got to feel pissed.
Right. Yeah, that's true.
And what you mean by that is Matthew Stafford, we hope he does not have a good first
like
game.
if Matthew Stafford throw, that'll be equivalent to what him throwing a first play 90-yard touchdown.
That's fine.
I mean,
as long as they lose the game, I don't care.
We'll live with it.
Stafford could throw for 10,000 yards and 300 touchdowns this year. As long as they lose, I'm happy.
Emma McKeown finished with 7 medals at the Tokyo Olympics, the most ever by a female swimmer in the Summer Olympics. Australia has been very good in the Olympics, by the way. They have, this is the best they've ever finished in swimming history. So
yeah, especially swimming.
The USA, by the way, have not been doing well, and I love that they have been pissed at the broadcast because they have to do morning swims instead of night swims. By the way, the broadcast is tailor-made to Americans. So thank you for getting pissed off at your own broadcasters for making you morning swim.
Fish, you got your haircut at Lady Jane's, didn't you?
I sure did.
People are saying it looks nice, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah?
Yeah, I just find it funny that we're going to get pissed at our own broadcasters for making us morning swim. You notice none of the other countries are talking about it. Oh, wait, because they prepared for morning finals. Just saying. We have an American Olympic fact for you. Caleb Dressel set an Olympic record by the men's 50-meter freestyle, 21.00 seconds, a full 0.48 seconds faster than second place, making it the largest win at the final event in Olympic history, male or female.
Yeah, that dude is very fast, and his kick is insane, man. Did you see on that relay how he came back and won it for Team USA? Great stuff.
He did. They debuted the I forget what it was, the 200, I believe, the medley where they had men and women competing.
Yep.
A lot of people had mixed opinions on that.
Yeah, they did a track event like that as well.
They did a track event like that as well. Yes.
Yep. I like that. I like the men and women competing with each other as a team.
You thought it was good?
Yeah, I think it's fun.
There were mixed opinions. A lot of people didn't understand it.
Yeah, it's different. No. It's new, and I like how you can choose what leg they run. You know, like some went men, women, men, women. Some went men, women, women, men. Like it was neat to see the strategy behind it.
Today is August, everybody. August 2nd.
That's crazy.
It is crazy. Thank you, Joey. I was hoping you guys would have done that last week when I said August is Sunday. You guys just went. That was very nice.
Yeah, we were shocked.
Yeah, but that's okay. Anyways, today, Michael Phelps, 2009, ends the World Swimming Championships in Rome, Italy, with his 5th gold medal as part of the 4x100 medley relay team. That is his 43rd world record of the meet. So very good for Michael Phelps.
Yep.
And then 2012, he did the same thing for the Olympics, unprecedented 3rd consecutive gold medal in the 200 individual medley at 1 minute 54 seconds 27 milliseconds at the Olympics in London, England. We have one birthday today. 1995, he is from Latvia, Kristaps Porzingis.
What does he turn, Fish? Do you know?
Oh, 1995.
Okay, so he's probably like
26.
Yeah, 26.
Yep.
By the way, I went down the rabbit hole of watching the finals for the FIBA Basketball World Cup yesterday.
Oh, nice.
I started at 20... well, actually, I watched Luka Doncic win the 2018 Eurobasket Championship. And then I watched 19, 14, 10, 6, 2, 98. So they're fun to watch. USA did not dominate as I thought they would. So they only went back in 10 and 14.
Yep.
So, which is good. Not good for you guys because you love American dominance, but, you know, I just like competition. So
I like it, Fish. Well, thank you for your facts, buddy. Is that it?
That is it. Those are the facts. We'll be back for Tuesday on whoever is even here at this hour.
Well, let's get into Joey's dumbass of the day.
The Detroit Pistons select Darko Milicic.
World's dumbest criminal.
Well, so much for me calling him savvy because he had no idea where he's on the field.
When he crosses too many timeouts, it's a technical foul.
Dumbass!
Hey, so if you're paying somebody 13-year, $330 million contract, you expect greatness out of them, right?
Yes.
So a guy by the name of Bryce Harper,
yes,
who completely embarrassed that contract deal right there the other night.
Right on the plate. Now they go high, and that one's lifted out to right. Harper backpedaling.
Oh.
And it's over his head, and a one-hop over the wall.
He's actually lucky it went out of the field of play because only one run scores on that instead of two. But damn, yeah.
Dropped that ball, completely messed that one up right there.
Misjudged it.
It's got to be the worst feeling, man.
It's a helpless feeling. That's what it is. It's like, I got it. Oh, my God, I can't reach it.
Especially when everybody knows how much money you make. That's what makes it even worse. All I'm seeing on social media, 13 years, 330, and that's what you give us?
Yeah.
There's a lot of I can do that guys out there.
That's why you bury that dude in right field. So you hope he doesn't get too many defensive plays because that was ugly.
Yes, not a good play right there for our dumbass of the day.
Well, thank you guys for waking up with the Morning Woodward Show this morning. We appreciate you this and every morning. Make sure you share, like, spread the word, let people know that we're here. Football season's coming up, and Woodward Sports is about to take over the entire Metro Detroit and Mitten area. So it couldn't happen without you guys letting us get the word out there. So thank you so much. Coming up next, I'm going to be on with Easy. So I'm pulling double duty today, and then the hook from 3 to 5, and we got a bunch of stuff.
Stick will be on there as well.
Yeah, and then I'm going to do the hook, and then I'm going to do Mikey's esports show tonight. No. Just fill it in for the 11-1 because Joik is celebrating his birthday all week long.
When's his actual birthday?
I have no clue. Probably next month. It's Joik. You guys have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow, and I'll see you in an hour.